All right, welcome to the Franchise Time Machine. I think we're in for a fun time tonight. We've got SmileyFaceJane playing peak performances. Oh, I forgot to update the bottom of this slide. Let me. SmileyFaceJane replaces 5 players from a 2019 MLB team with peak versions. What did you think it was? This way I can make live edits. It's not PowerPoint though. It's a Google slide. Speckle, I used to do that, and then I got smarter. I used to create a separate image and reference the image, and then every time I had to make a change, I had to create a new image. Oh, let me get Crouton his speckle scritches. There you go, buddy boy. There you go, buddy. Yeah. All right, scritches have been delivered. Yep, it's stream time. He probably knows the scritches are coming. All right, so let's see. I've got the pack giveaway form. I don't think anything changed in the majors between 2016 and 2019 because I'm using a form from 2016. I think that should be fine. No, Ezra doesn't stream on Mondays. I did start early. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. It's also a holiday here, so that might have thrown off people's schedules too. If SmileyFaceJane is here, if she wants to tell me. Yeah, that's right. There's been no stream for a while, so that might be part of it too. Oh, that's right. You told me that, SmileyFaceJane. You did tell me that. Yeah. So the Angels. All right. So let's update the pack giveaway form. I also messaged Nicolino. I think all the remaining outstanding pack giveaways. So today was a holiday. I'm hoping he'll be in tomorrow, and you'll all have your packs soon, and we'll be all caught up. Oh, you had a team member for the U.S. have to join in. Yeah, it is. Although it's not a holiday everywhere. My wife had work today. She took the day off because she had some stuff to take care of, but she had a voice. What are they calling it? A conference call. I'm so used to video conferences now that she had a conference call that she had to jump in on. Let's see, forms. Yeah, between the holiday and the fact that there hasn't been an OOTP streamer on in hours, might be part of the issue too. Okay, let's update this form for the 2019 Angels. This should be really fun. Now, in 2019, were they the Anaheim or the Los Angeles Angels? That's the question. Let's see which it was. 2019 Angels. They were the Los Angeles Angels by then. who finished 72-90, fourth in the AL West. And they were 35 games. Wow, 35 games behind the Houston Astros, who would go on to lose the World Series 3-4 versus the Washington Nationals. All right, 2019 season. Let's see. Did I put the WAR leaders on here? Oh, no, you know what? I usually put them at the top now so I don't have to mess with the form. The 2019 LAA WAR leaders were and you want to guess WAR leaders for the 2019 Angels? I'll do the batter first because that one I think is a little more clear. Mike Trout, 7.9. And then pitcher WAR. Pitcher WAR was... I never would have guessed this one. I never would have guessed this one. Hansel, I can't even get the first name right. Hansel Robles. 2.8. 2.8 WAR. Ohtani only had a 2.4 batter WAR that year. And he did not pitch that year. I think that was another injury year. Yeah. So Hansel Robles out of the bullpen with a 2.8. I mean, 2.8 for a relief pitcher is actually outstanding. But it's kind of sad when that's your highest pitcher WAR. Alright, so let me go ahead and publish this form. I think we're good to go with this. Oh, I guess I should, in case anyone's new here, Speckle knows one of those names. I'm going to guess that name is Ohtani. Alright, let's see. Because we're starting with a team, and with these historic sims, we're often starting with pretty bad teams, so I leave all the bad questions in. Will this team have the worst record in the majors? Will they have the worst record in the sub-league, which in this case is the American League? Will they finish last in the division? Will they make the playoffs? Will they win the division? Will they make it to the World Series? Will they win the World Series? Cy Young Award, MVP, and then regular season games won. That's the end of the Survivor Style section. After that, we only determine first place, not second place, in the Survivor Style section. Everyone else comes back in for the second place points, packs, which are 7 first place packs, 3 second place packs. We start with how many games behind will a team finish in this division. If you think they're going to win the division, just put 0. Postseason awards, All-Stars, Gold Glove, Platinum Stick. The mouse hover questions, where will they rank in the majors, 1 through 30th, and 6 different statistics. The batting questions, how many home runs hit by the team leader in home runs. For batters with at least 300 plate appearances, highest batting average, highest OPS, and then highest batter WAR in the team. For pitchers, highest, the most strikeouts thrown. For pitchers with at least 100 innings pitched, ERA, lowest WHIP, and finally, what is the highest pitcher WAR on the team? Hopefully, someone comes in with a higher than 2.8 for Hansel Robles. So let me go ahead and publish this form, put it in the chat. You can submit if you have to take off. You can submit anytime. You don't have to be present to win. But it usually makes sense to wait to see what the team looks like. All right, good luck, everybody. Oh, I can't pin that for some reason. SmileyFaceJane, if you're... Or Speckle, can you pin that? Thank you, SmileyFaceJane. Pinned. Yeah, every once in a while, Twitch doesn't think I'm logged in or something, so... I thought we'd start with this, though. One, what is this? Daily Iron up to 1969 today. So these are cards from 1969 and earlier. The run environment is 1966 with a relatively neutral stadium. So my pitching staff, 1966 is like a relatively modern-ish run environment, but with lower strikeouts. The numbers are overlapping. Which numbers are overlapping? Which numbers are overlapping? On the form? Is there a problem with the form? Oh yeah, they are overlapping. Huh. Yeah, you know, it seems like I think, was there an update to OOTP? Ever since the update, all my fonts are larger than they used to be. And I can't get it to go back. I've tried to. There's a patch. Yeah, the patch is messed with my my font sizes though. So like I adjusted them here in OOTP settings. I went to very small font size. And it doesn't seem to have worked. Yeah. Maybe they fixed that crashing. Well, I did restart the computer, so it should have restarted. Well, it did restart OOTP, but we can try again because OOTP restarted after I changed the font size. I restarted the computer, which should have restarted OOTP. But we'll try again. Let's see if that works. Oh, I've got to enter some tournaments. Yeah, this screen still looks jacked. The fonts are way too big for what I'm used to. So I don't think restarting it really helped. But we'll see. We got to get a perfect draft. We can do a couple of these perfect drafts tonight too if SmileyFaceJane wants to still do perfect drafts. All right, let's go. I have a feeling those numbers are still going to be overlapping. Because this all still looks wrong to me. Yep, they're still overlapping. This all still looks really big to me compared to what I'm used to. Nervate says average age of user makes sense. The font got bigger. I mean, we are in a perfect team screen, so I thought maybe there's a perfect team font size too, but oh, look, it reset everything. Ah, man, it's so annoying. Okay, sound effects volume should be off. Open pack mode should be. Oh no, sorry. Delay prior card. This should be mouse click regard. Man, it reset everything. That's so annoying. Skip pack explosion. It's not a bug though. I think it's designed to reset when which is, I don't know. I don't agree. I don't agree with resetting everything when you put out a patch. Although maybe it can't remember what the settings were when you patch it. I don't know. But yeah, like all this stuff, I can't see this stuff now because of the font sizes. And it's not apparently not accepting my font size changes. Very small font size. Asterisk. These options will not take effect until you quit and restart the game. I've already done that twice now. Has not done it. So yeah, we're kind of stuck with this for now, I guess. Yeah, this is super annoying right here. How am I supposed to know how many Clubhouse stars I have? I can't even tell. No, Speckle. I mean, you're right to point it out. It's just an annoying part of the game that, like, it makes me not want to update. Like, we should want to update when we get new versions. This makes me not want to update. Alright, so let's, I was highlighting this tournament, 1969. This is what's really annoying, though. I can, like, this is like 2/3 of the tournaments I normally should be able to see here because the font is so big. Alright, so here it is. Winner. This is a 100 Clubhouse Star tournament. It's a 64-person tournament. And we won, how many is that? Is that 25 standard packs? So that pushed us back over 4,200 packs to go. But I thought this was interesting. I had to beat my alt in the semifinal. And then won the final. So it would have been a bummer to take out my alt and then not win the final. So at least we won the final. Took it to a game 7. We did win game 7 pretty handily, 11-4. We're down 3-4 until the 7th, where we scored 4 and then another 4 to really put it away. So yeah, it's a relatively modern-ish run environment in terms of power, lower strikeouts. So I'm okay with lower stuff pitchers. Still want home run suppression. Still want P-BABIP. But yeah, a lot of my favorite players are not available because it's cars before 1969. And then on the batting side, we've got yeah. So like Roy Seaver still plays because the power is okay. But a lot of my usual bats are not here, so these are very different lineups than I submit for others. And I was just thinking too that my iron lineups are due to be updated, and then we spiked a win with this one. But there's been a lot, like a lot of these cards should not be playing anymore. They're kind of outdated. So this week will probably be a slower week at work, so I think I might be able to take some time to update some lineups. I don't know if I should do that. I don't know if anyone would be interested in seeing that on stream. Maybe some of the newer players, like Lisa Loves Biology or someone like that, might want to see me rebuild some of these. Yeah, Severs, Rightstone, Jackie. I mean, even Hickman. They're probably better cards for a lot of these players. So yeah, I was just thinking a lot of these my bronze lineups are overdue too, I think. So maybe I'll pop in during the day, and if no one's streaming. But I think this is a really fun tournament because any tournament that kind of narrows down the card set, I really enjoy because it makes you play cards that you don't normally play. So the 1969 cutoff is really fun for me. Maybe I'm a weirdo, but I like when different cards come into play. And the other thing I was going to peek in on is my other Iron account plays dailies. Yeah, it's 1969. So, but I think there are some new options that are better that have come out like in the last few weeks. But the reason that one hasn't been refreshed in a while is because those older cards did not change too much. Okay, I think I'm out of all my dailies at this point, it looks like, so. But I thought we could draft a couple Perfecto Sunrises, and then I have the weekly Perfectos coming up in the morning too, so maybe we can draft those. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and create the game. New game. We have played in 2019, I believe. So let me check. I believe Clay Dog did a Brewers peak performances in 2019. Yeah, 2019 MLB peak performances 26. SmileyFaceJane. 2019 Los Angeles Angels. When I, looking through this roster, when I was looking for the peak wars for that team, there's some fun names in there. This is going to be another fun one for SmileyFaceJane. All right, Los Angeles Angels. Oh, look, this is completely empty. SmileyFaceJane. Female. Commissioner mode cannot be fired. Let's update the mailbox. Entire world. These help me with the postseason awards. That's why I do this. And then manager settings. All right, cool. If anyone was here for the Terrence Gore Mickey Lolich tribute sim on Friday, learned a lot about running multiple human-controlled teams so the AI doesn't take over and make changes. So that bodes well for if we ever do, like all the creator roster teams in one league. Or I've been wanting to introduce, and let me know if anyone would be interested in playing this in OOTP 27. Head-to-head creator roster. It could be lowball too, but like two people do Channel for Redemptions to play against each other in the same season. And so you each you each submit a form. We do both drafts, and then they play together head to head. I thought that could be pretty fun. But now we know how to do that because we know how to do two managers. Well, I think it'd be up to the two players. They can agree to do one in each league, or they can, if they want to compete during the regular season too. I figured like if Max were in the stream more, because I know his schedule's changed a little bit. Like Max and AW might want to do it, or let's do it tomorrow. Or we can have Clay Dog and SmileyFaceJane, Goat versus Goat. So yeah, it's something I've been toying with for OOTP27. But now we know how to do it, or at least we have a better idea of how to do it with the two human managers. All right, so SmileyFaceJane is going to do voice chat, which is awesome. Let me go ahead and get that ready. I think she said she'd be ready in a few minutes, so we'll go ahead and get that set up. All right, so the voice channel's open. We're just going to wait for her to come in. Let's take a look at the team while we wait. So we have to look at the reserve roster too, because I think one really clever thing that SmileyFaceJane introduced was using the reserve roster for part of peak performances. Oh, so nerve-wracking? No, it's better than that. One thing I considered was, instead of the two players doing their own player creation, that they agree upon a roster file, or maybe I define the roster file, and then we do 10 players per group, and you alternate who picks first. And so, but to make it fair, I think I'd want to make the legend level an even number, and the star level an even number, and so on. Otherwise, it's a huge advantage to go first, because then you get to pick first an extra legend pick. So there are a lot of things I need to work out before this I think becomes like. It's easier to do it if you each do separate player creation, but that also takes more time, and I don't necessarily want to stream super duper late. So doing it from the same pool is, I think it's more fun, but I also think it'd go faster. And then I'd have to get commitments from the players to draft pretty fast, because we can't do like the normal player creation, because anyway, if it takes twice as long, I'd be streaming way too late. So there are still a lot of things to be worked out. But conceptually, I'm glad to see that there's interest in it, because I thought it would be pretty fun. Yeah, so there's a lot of... this team has a huge reserve list. But I'm not seeing a ton of interesting names. There's a few that could be good, but there's a lot of good names here. Oh, okay, I see one in particular. There's definitely a bit of I think one of the choices would be directed at me. Okay, SmileyFaceJane, you should be in the chat now, or in the stream now.
Hello.
How are the levels, everyone in chat? Is either one of us too loud or too quiet? Did you ever figure out, SmileyFaceJane, what went wrong with your stream last night?
I did not.
No.
I'm just frustrated.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
'Cause I was just like stuck on the one frame, and I'd have to click back over to OBS for it to update. But obviously, I can't play the game and do that at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. Especially because I've seen you play and you
So
play super fast. So
yeah, but I appreciate that there was people there to mention that that was even happening.
all right. Okay. Oh, Lisa loves biology's in the chat. Says it sounds fine. Grizzly says so too. Nerve wracking. I have no idea what that message means. Okay, idea. Infield, big infield. No, if big if low ball is tied at the end. We do this idea to. Oh, I see what you're saying. You would do a low ball, a head to head. Oh, that's interesting. That could be fun.
I
Yeah,
can see
that
how
would
that's
be interesting.
confusing if you think he's saying infield.
Yeah, I was like, what is this infield message? All right, so tell me about 2019. You had also mentioned 2016 for the Angels.
um, well, the big thing was getting Pujols and Trout, so we could
Yeah,
do peak Pujols,
yeah.
maybe have a Trout season that was good enough to not have to edit.
Okay.
And with 2019 and 2016, both had one pitcher I was really interested in, but 2019 has Shohei.
Yeah. And
The problem with
2019,
Shohei,
I'm also guessing is the Dark Knight involved in 2019?
that might be the pitcher.
Yeah.
I can see that he's for some reason already on the active roster when for the my sim it put Barria on the active roster at first, so
Oh,
I
really?
don't
Okay.
understand why it gives us different rosters.
Yeah, that's wild. I wonder if you have a different setting. Like I think mine is opening day rosters.
I've been doing it the default way since I saw you do that,
Yeah.
so I really don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's weird. Okay, so so was the Shohei the main reason 2019 came out ahead then? I mean, that's like really compelling reason for sure.
Yeah, Shohei, but the problem with him that was wrapping my mind around, since there's no 2025 to import, is do you import a year where he's really good at either pitching or hitting and kind of okay at the other, or do you just
Right.
take the big 2024?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it'll be that's another reason to look forward to the new game, right? Is we get 2025 Shohei, we get the 2025 Rockies, which I'm looking forward to. Low ball in 2025 might be really wild. I think
Yeah.
that'll be really fun. Because there are a lot of bad teams. Like with 2024, it's clearly the White Sox and the Rockies. I think with 2025, there might be more teams in the mix.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, you talked about a lot of players. Where do you want to start? Pitchers or hitters?
Let's start with Pujols.
Okay, let's go right to the batters and Pujols. Here's the smiley face Jane view, and we'll go right to Pujols. Oh, let me get the notepad file ready to get all this info down.
And I'll give you a heads up for later.
Yeah.
Haven't had to do this from as much for any other team. We're gonna have to do a lot of reserve management because there are a lot of positions that the backups are starters or not good.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Albert Pujols. Let's look at this. Look at all these awards. Let's go to editor and get his player ID. If you go to editor under the bio, which is the landing page, you can get the player ID. And then let's look at his peak season or his real life stats. Tons of great seasons to pick from. What were you looking for primarily when you were choosing?
Just best bat available.
Okay.
So
What do you usually look for? OPS, WAR, OPS
yeah,
plus.
I look in between kind of all three of those.
Okay.
So I imported a couple different seasons. I tried 2003, 8,
2003,
and 9, I think,
8. Yeah.
all over 1100 OPS. I guess there's one season I didn't try, but I ended up being liking the 2008 season.
2008. Okay. Yeah, the crazy thing too, right, is like he really was a machine. And then as soon as the Angels got him, he's like kind of done.
Yeah,
All right, so
looking at it,
2008.
I'm kind of surprised by how good some of those Angels seasons leading at the beginning actually were. Just because
Yeah,
they're so much worse than St. Louis, you really
yeah. But
don't
still, I mean, even
recognize
the
them.
best Angel season, nowhere near the St. Louis
Yeah, not
seasons.
close.
Yeah. Okay. All right, 2008. Yeah, really great. I mean, any of these would have been great, right? Such a good hitter when he was in St. Louis. All right. Who's next?
Um, let's go. Let's go with Matt Harvey.
All right, for the pitching staff. Matt Harvey, the Dark Knight Mets legend. Let's get his player ID.
Oh, the ratings look way different too with
Oh,
the
really?
update on the profile page.
Oh, yeah. What is this? Okay, we need to fix that. Do I have to
Like
go
it
all
doesn't
the
have
way
the
out? Oh, settings. Here's settings. Player rating bars. Display bars. Oh, is this not going to happen until I reload?
presumably.
It didn't have an asterisk next to it, though, did it?
Well, if you want to, you can try, but we can make it work without it. I think if you don't want to.
Just make sure there's not another setting I'm missing. But yeah, this is it. Display bars.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean with the asterisk thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there isn't one on that, so
Look at this. Starting
weird.
page after loading a game, it says Clay Dog, manager's office. I guess he played a. He must have played a game before the last update. That's funny. Um, let's go to a different screen and come back and see if it's changed. Oh, there they are. There they are. Okay. All right. So let's go to his real life stats. I mean, really, only 2 seasons to pick from.
2020. No, 13.
2013, the peak WAR season,
Yeah.
9-5.
Significantly less home runs than the 2015.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. 2013. It's funny too how like when I look at this, it's kind of jarring because in my mind he left a bigger impression than his stat line actually.
Yeah.
Like these stats are not anything to really write home about, but I remember he had such an impact on like the Mets and the fans. Like he was a fan favorite, and in my mind, he's way better than these stats reflect. All right, this will be a huge upgrade.
I mean, a
All
guy
right.
comes in at age 23, 24, and he's instantly your ace.
Yeah, no,
It's going to
seriously,
leave an
yeah,
impression.
yeah. That whole era too. They had a lot of like Mats was also pitching around that same time,
Yeah.
and he also did not last very long, but people loved him too because he still lived at his parents' house and slept in his like childhood bedroom and would commute out to the
Yeah.
to the ballpark, and so just like lots of players like that I think people really liked. All right, who's next?
um, let's go with the hitter.
Okay.
Mermanson Clay Dog. You might like this choice. Catcher Jonathan Lucroy.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. Oh, that's a good choice. Yeah, I like that. Let's get his player ID. He's got a. Is it a diamond card in Perfect Team? Which team is that card from?
I believe it's a Brewers
Okay.
one.
I would have assumed so for diamond, but
He had a lot of really good years,
no,
including 2012, kind of
he
the
sure
half
did.
sample.
Yeah.
But I went with his 2014.
2014 peak WAR. Looks like peak OPS plus too. Hit 301. 465 slug. 837 OPS. Yeah, especially for a catcher, this is a really productive year. 2014. All right.
53 doubles.
Holy cow. Wow, that's insane. That's a high number for anybody, much less a catcher.
Yeah.
I wonder, are 50 double seasons more rare than 50 home run seasons? They might be.
I would not be surprised. That would make
Yeah,
sense to me.
it's hard to do. All right.
Also, almost as many walks as strikeouts. I didn't realize that.
Oh,
So he
that's
was just having a great year at the
yeah,
plate.
that's really surprising. Yeah, yeah, especially in this era to be more walks and strikeouts is yeah, almost more walks and strikeouts is impressive. Even for him though, that's an outlier if you look at the other years. It's a really high walk season for him relative to the strikeouts.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so two batters and a pitcher so far. Where do you want to go next?
Let's do Shohei before I
Okay.
forget.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to see what you're going to do with him. So let's go ahead and get his player ID.
Well, something that makes it a little easier is that for this season, he was not a pitcher,
Right, right.
or at least he didn't import as a pitcher. So
Yeah.
we don't have to, if we take just a bat season, we don't then have to replace his arm.
Yeah, yeah.
So that made me more comfortable going with the 2024 season.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. It's crazy too, right? Because the 2023 season was so good, and then he falls in with somehow a better season in 2024.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's like, what if I just stole a bunch of bases too? And got caught even less somehow.
Right, right. Yeah, it's crazy. And you know the thing is too, there's no way he has that season if he's pitching that year, right? So
definitely, like that many plate appearances, games.
Yeah, I think as baseball fans, we actually benefited from him not pitching that year because he gave us such a huge season.
Yeah.
Also, let me just throw this out there to illustrate how hard it is to get a 200 hit season. Even in that 2024 season, he did not get 200 hits. Like a 200 hit season is crazy good. He had 197 hits that year. All right, one player left. You've got three batters and a pitcher so far.
So initially when I was doing this,
Yeah.
based off Baseball Reference, I thought I was going to go Andrelton Simmons.
Okay.
Because on there he's got like a 7 WAR year, but his best WAR year according to these is 2 something.
3.4 it looks like in 2018.
3.4?
Yeah.
It didn't seem to like his defense as much or whatever when I imported him.
Okay.
So I ended up actually going with Justin Upton.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's an interesting choice. Lots of good... Oh, I don't know if lots of good seasons, but definitely some interesting seasons to choose from. He's also maybe one of those players. I'll be curious to see what happens when we flip over to his... I'm grabbing his player ID first, but I wonder if like Matt Harvey, like the memory of his play is bigger than his actual.
He kind of had the inverse when I was looking at it, where he really didn't have too many great peak seasons. He was just a lot more solid.
Oh yeah,
look at
this string of like 5+ WAR seasons: 5.3, 6.6, 5.2, 5.6, 5.4. Yeah, that's interesting.
The over 100 OPS plus in all the years that he keeps track. Other
look
than
at
the
that
rookie one.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
So what year did I go with? I went with 2011.
2011.
Yeah,
peak WAR.
Unusually good strikeout prevention for him while keeping the power.
Yeah. Peak OPS. Peak WAR. It's funny, unusually good strikeout prevention is still 126 strikeouts.
Yeah. I have the percentages on my page. In that year, he had 18.7. There was only one other sub 20 year.
Yeah.
And every other year, it's like mostly like 25, 28%.
Yeah. Yeah, he's way more consistent here than I would have guessed.
Yeah, I
But
agree
I'm
with
glad,
that for
unlike
sure.
Matt Harvey, like his stats back up his like presence in my mind. Like in my mind,
Yeah.
he has a big presence, and his stats back it up. Matt Harvey's the opposite. Like Matt Harvey has a big presence in my mind with no stats to back it up. All right, so you said 20. We're grabbing 2011, right? Let me put that in there.
Yeah.
So going bat heavy this time. I like it.
Yeah. So I do kind of like that we get to just keep Trout and not use a peak pick on him, but I was a little
Yeah.
underwhelmed with the import he got, if
Let's
I'm
go
being
take a
honest.
look at his season. It is a 5 star, but 5 stars is still a pretty broad bucket.
Yeah, I think I thought for this season that his power would be even better, and kind of same thing as Upton, where still strike out quite a decent amount, but for him it was a pretty good strikeout prevention year.
I think 45 home runs and 120 strikeouts. That's a pretty good, pretty low number of strikeouts with that much power. What do his ratings look like? Yeah, he
So
almost
big
reads
thing
like a
I've
power
been
eye guy, even though like I would have expected more contact.
something I've been looking at when I've been doing the more modern sims in the editor
Yeah,
is just looking at what it projects their stats to be for modern
yeah,
MLB since it's so close.
yeah.
And for him, it was about 1,000, or not 1,000, 100 OPS off of his. Or no, it
Oh,
wasn't. I can't do math. Oh
let's
yeah,
see.
over 100 OPS off his
Yeah, no, it
2019
is. Yeah,
season.
2019 was 1083, and his ratings here are projecting to 959.
So for some reason, it just doesn't like his season as much as it should.
That's what he's
The
the
power at 499, like
he's the
projected
reverse Ketel
35
Marte.
homers.
Ketel Marte has his crazy
Yeah.
ratings. Yeah, like this is surprising to me. For a 300, what did he hit this year? He hit 2019. Oh, he hit 291. Okay, he was down a little bit from, but still 50 for 291 seems low.
Yeah, his BABIP did take a dip that year,
Yeah,
but it's his career best isolated power, his most home runs.
yeah.
Um, but it just doesn't seem to give him quite as much love on the power as you'd think, even with it being an 80.
Yeah, well, 45, 50 home runs is 80-ish, right? 50 to 55, I think it was being 85. I'm just a little surprised that the contact is so low. But yeah, yeah. Eh. All right, but I agree with not using a pick on him. Like, he's already really good this year.
Yeah.
All right. Was there anyone else you considered, but then you mentioned Andrelton Simmons. Anyone else?
Patrick Sandoval, I considered he has one pretty good year,
Yeah.
especially in terms of home run prevention. On the import, it didn't really seem to think he was good at much else than home run prevention that year, the 2022.
Yeah. I mean, his BABIP is 313. Yeah.
Yeah, so I decided that going with Upton was the choice over him as much as I wanted to get another good pitcher in.
Okay. No one tempted you out of the reserve. I didn't really see any huge
I
names on
checked.
here.
Oh, actually, I guess he's already on the reserves. He wasn't for me. Zach Cozart had a pretty nice year. He was pretty
Yeah.
tempting.
Oh, yeah, this 2017 year?
Yeah,
Yeah. Did he play shortstop that year?
I believe so.
Yeah, that would have
I
been a
don't think
big.
he was like the best defensive shortstop,
Yeah.
but he was still a shortstop with that bat.
Yeah, it would have been a huge shortstop at, yeah. All right, well, let me put this up. This is the file I've been building while we've been talking. It's the player ID, comma, the year that we want to import, comma, and then the destination. So I usually use FTM for Franchise Time Machine, but for these historic sims, we're only going to use this one time. So we're just going to put them right onto the Angels roster. And let me save this. I need to save it. I always get to the import screen and don't have this saved, and then I have to do it then. So this is peak performances in OOTP26, SmileyFaceJane. 2019 LAA. Okay. All right, so we're going to go to manager pull down menu, GM and manager actions, sign a free agent. Oh, wow, we have free agents this time around. Okay, let's go to all players and let's delete out all these free agents.
I don't understand. There was no free agents for me.
Why are our why are our saves so different?
Makes me not the most confident.
Maybe it'll work out in your favor. We'll see. Maybe this will sim better.
Yeah.
I don't know. MLB. Oh, sorry. We go to the actions pull down menu and import historical players. Create fictional players is what we use for create a roster. Tonight we'll be doing this from the historical database. Up here you can enter players one at a time, but we're going to use the file that I just made, which is peak performances SmileyFaceJane 2019 Los Angeles Angels. I'll be talking about this on OOTP after talk because Ezra's going to ask about things we learned during OOTP 26. For me, this was the big one, that we were getting 3-year imports the whole time, and OOTP then gave us a 1-year import after we asked for it. So that was great. And then it's such a weird decision, though, isn't it, to think like the default should be a 3-year import? I find that such a puzzling decision. What fielding ratings do you want? Imported season, 3-year period, or entire career?
Entire career.
Okay. I think that's usually the safest.
Yeah, I agree that was weird. It always felt like I used to be way more into historical sims back in the day.
Yeah.
And it always felt a little weird when you were importing guys or even just doing historical sims.
Did you know that it was a blend, or did it just seem off to you?
I don't think I knew. I just definitely seemed off.
Yeah. I always thought the results seemed off. Like, I would always import that 72 Carlton and always be disappointed. And now I know why. But at the time, I was just like, what, does a game engine just not like the way his profile's put together?
My thing with him, he still imports he imports well, but 4 stars still seems underwhelming to me for how historic that year is.
Yeah. Yeah, because especially if it's supposed to be relative to that year, it feels like he should be 85 on everything.
Yeah.
He single-handedly... I mean, he had, more than half the team's wins or something? It's crazy. All right. New Matt Harvey, new Shohei, new Pujols. Trout's the same. Lucroy, Upton. Right? Those are the 5, I think? And then, so we'll shortlist them. And we'll work on them through your short list. Okay, so let me go ahead and add years to each of them. Matt Harvey, this is a 2013. Just arrow down through the short lists. Lucroy is a 2014. Pujols is a 2008. Yeah, I mean... Could you imagine if Pujols kept up that St. Louis trajectory for longer in his career? I mean, he already had a great career, but man, just
first
insane.
baseman and GOAT consideration.
Yeah, for sure.
Something I didn't think about with him. Okay, I'm probably not going to use it, but I guess his import, since we did career fielding, he does have some left field.
Yeah, he should have some third base and left field, right?
I guess
play a little
really
bit of third base
to do with that.
Let's see.
He didn't have third for some
No,
reason.
just first and left. Yeah, just first and left. Let me. I'm gonna pull him up on BREF too. Let me see what he's got on BREF, because I do know OT. If it's stuff to the right of the hash mark or the slash line on BREF, it's often not in OOTP. Because I think after this slash mark means less than 10 games. So let's see. Yeah, his first year he has some third base. It's actually his first position. And then it's most primarily left. Here, I can put it up here. Let me put this up. BREF. Right, so he comes out of the gates with some third base in his rookie year. Then it's left left field, third base, first base is the last position before the slash line. Then primarily, so the third base has just disappeared, even though we
Yeah.
imported career fielding, which is interesting.
Something that's funny with Pujols, I didn't realize until we checked his page earlier in game. 2022 St. Louis better OPS than he ever had in Los Angeles.
Oh wow, you're right. That's crazy. At 42 years old, that's wild, man. LA really kind of got screwed on that deal.
Yeah.
Do you think it was just age though? Like he did start his 32-year-old season in LA. It is
It would
around the
make
time a lot
sense.
of people drop off.
It would definitely make sense that it's just age. That just makes the 2022 season all more unreal, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he was pretty well rested by then though, because he wasn't playing much
Yeah.
anymore.
Injury too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. There were some injury issues too. You're right. Yeah, Reb Jr. bringing up the injuries. Okay, well, this should be pretty fun. Let's go ahead and we need to. First, we need to make sure we have room on the roster. So we're going to take out the old Shohei, um, the old Upton, the old Harvey, Lucroy. Who am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think screen's still on VRF, by the way.
Oh, sorry, you're right. All right. So we need to make roster room.
Might be Pujols because he's pretty far down the roster.
Oh yeah, there he is. You're right. There he is. Thank you. Okay, and then you want to make some reserve moves.
Yes.
All right.
We'll have to figure them out since we don't have the same rosters, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
shouldn't take
Well,
too
maybe
long.
it might be easier
Um,
looking at pitcher and batter views.
So, guys, I want sent down from the pitching side.
Okay.
I think I want Suarez sent down.
Yep.
And was Sandoval sent down too? Yeah, Sandoval as well.
Okay. All right. And then who do you want to bring up?
Bring up Luke Bard
Luke Bard. Yep.
and who was the other? Justin Anderson.
Yeah, Justin Anderson. Okay. All right. So now your staff looks like this. Let's see what the AI does. Okay, Anderson, middle relief. Bard, long relief. I mean, we can play with these, but Harvey's
Yeah.
in the one spot. Haney, Skaggs, Canning, Pena after that.
Um. So I want Harvey Skaggs, Pena, Heaney, Canning.
Oh, sorry. Harvey, Skaggs, Pena. And I'm assuming you don't want Pena as a follower.
Correct.
That's a weird
thing that
decision.
AI would do.
Yeah. Where is that? Okay. All right. Well, we don't have to do the settings yet. Let's get the players on here first. So, which batters do you want to send down? This might help if we put them in.
Yeah, smart.
Okay.
So batters to send down. We're sending down Calhoun
Okay.
and Boer.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Since we already have Rengifo, yeah.
Who do you want to bring up? Here, the batters are down here at the bottom.
Matt Tice,
Yeah, Matt Tice.
or however you say that, and Cesar Puello.
All right. Okay, so you wanted to use strategies, lineups, or pitching staff first?
Let's just get Strat out of the way.
Okay. All right. What do you? You just want to run your usual? We've
Yeah,
got the
and
SmileyFaceJane Historic Sims strategy.
don't think I have any tweaks for it this time.
Okay. We can always come back to it if you remember something.
All right.
All right. And then
So yeah,
pitchers or
that looks good for
batters?
now. Let's go pitchers.
Okay. We got your rotation right. What rotation mode do you want?
Always highest rested.
Okay. Get Matt Harvey as many starts as possible.
Yeah.
All right.
So I want Bard and Anderson in long relief,
Bard and Anderson in long relief.
and then Taylor Cole will switch to middle relief.
Okay. Yep.
So middle relievers all to normal usage with no
Okay.
secondary.
Yep.
Hansel Robles secondary middle relief.
Okay. You still want him as closer, ninth or later?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I had I think three strategy tweaks.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Matt Harvey, we're going to move
Yeah.
his starting hook one to the right. Try to get him in a little bit longer.
Okay.
Andrew Heaney should have a 90 hold runner, so we want to bring his hold runner all the way up.
Okay. Hold runner.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Justin Anderson, we want to bring his pitch around all the way down because his control is
Yeah.
pretty bad.
You want to leave intentional walk where it is, though?
Yeah, I'm fine
Okay.
with that.
All right.
That should be it for the pitching side then.
Okay. Let's go to batters. First, any lineup changes?
Okay, so it's already got Shohei in right field without DH. That's correct, as scary as it is. So, for VR,
Mhm.
does it have the right starters? I want Rengifo over Listella at second. Listella's defense is too sketchy.
Okay.
So then we'll go Trout, Pujols, Otani, Upton, Lucroy, Fletcher, Rengifo, Simmons.
Okay.
Same exact lineup VL.
Man, the bottom of this lineup is not great.
Yeah, relying on the top half a lot.
Yeah. Okay. And then the DH here is Otani with Upton playing right. And then Goodwin coming into play left versus both sides.
Yeah, I like Goodwin in left. For VR, we're gonna bring in Rengifo over Listella again.
Yeah. Okay.
But otherwise, I think those should be the right
Players.
starters we have at least. Yeah. So we're gonna do Trout,
Top five still the
Pujols.
same?
Yeah, top five still the same.
Yeah.
And then Goodwin.
Then Goodwin. Yeah. Fletcher
And
and
then-
Rengifo.
I guess I had Rengifo at the 9 spot in this one. His turn of the order. Did I like him there? Let's keep Anderson in the 9 spot. He's at least got the big avoid K.
You might have been thinking Rengifo is like the second leadoff hitter in the nine spot, maybe?
I think I might have been thinking that. I might have also just forgot to
Okay.
bother with that on my end. But I think I like the VR with DH as is, and you can just copy that to VL as well.
Oh, you'll take the VR DH to the VL? Okay, yeah. Let's see. Oh, I think I go here to do that. I go here and then I copy lineup. And then I go here and then I paste lineup. Okay, we'll do the depth charts now, but I didn't copy the depth charts. Lisa loves biology asking, why are there lineups with DH and no DH? Because for interleague play and postseason, if they play a National League team, they would have no DH. So that we need a non-DH lineup. Okay, so let's ask for all the depth charts first, and then we'll adjust them. Okay, so we'll start VR, no DH depth charts. First, I know you want everything to start retired, right? So we'll do that.
Yes.
Okay. So here's what it looks like. So when Ohtani is tired, Upton plays right, Goodwin comes into play left.
Yeah, that works for me. We'll have some strategy tweaks later to try to help address the Ohtani thing, but for that depth chart looks good.
Okay, and then VL, I'll get all these to if starter tired as well. Similar, I think it's actually the same.
That looks good.
Okay, VRDH, let me do the same if starter tired. It has Listella as the first sub for Ohtani at DH.
That is fine.
Okay. All right, and then
so,
oh yeah, any changes?
I guess actually move Puello ahead of Ohtani in right field.
Okay.
I really do not want them playing Ohtani if we have a DH slot.
Yeah, for sure.
Or in the field, yeah.
No, that makes sense. Okay, and then VL versus DH, just one if starter tired change. Same thing. Move Ohtani back.
Same thing.
Okay.
And then we should be good with the depth charts. Just
okay.
A couple strat tweaks. So for Ohtani, we're gonna let Ohtani steal.
Sounds good.
And we're also going to, all the way.
Okay.
We're also going to give the min inning to remove for defensive sub to 8th inning.
Yeah, min inning to remove for defensive sub. 8th inning. Got it.
And that should be good for him.
Okay.
That's the only thing that really needs to be bothered to change. The other
do you want to do your usual stealing thing marginal. Or no?
I guess we can do it with the 25s. I just don't like wasting a lot of time on it all the time, since sometimes it just likes to let the guys steal anyway.
Well, let's do the 25s. The 25s are pretty bad, so let's do them. And it's just arrow down. Okay. All right. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's everything.
All right, I'm looking forward to this. This is a fun team. I like the changes you made. I like that Matt Harvey's in the mix here. Pretty awesome. As a Mets fan, I like that a lot. All right, let's save this.
Our one guy that could be in Cy Young contention.
Yeah. I like too, when you do your lineups and stuff, I like that it shows people kind of how you think through lineup settings, and so hopefully it helps people who are, thinking about their rosters or lineups or their sliders to watch what you do. I think it is pretty helpful. Yeah. So I appreciate you doing that. Specboard gave me switches for Crouton. Hey, buddy.
But I've had it with some teams before. I've never had it to quite this extent where the backups at the initial roster were just so unplayable. There was no backup center field. The only backup shortstop was David Fletcher, who was starting. He was also backing up second because Listella was starting, and we didn't have Rengifo on the initial roster. It was a mess that I had to.
Yeah, I think some of that too is an artifact of if they make changes during the season, they're not reflected here in the opening day roster. Yeah. But yeah, it's still weird that they would go into the season like that. But
yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, thanks for the channel for redemption as always, and thank you for being in the voice chat. It's always fun hearing your thoughts on all this stuff as we go through it. So,
Yeah.
and I'll see you in the regular chat on the other side of the ad break. I did want to ask, what are you thinking now in terms of like when the new game comes out, your streaming schedule? Because I know people, I want to let people know to follow you and check out your streams.
I am unsure. We'll
Okay.
see. I
Well,
appreciate you trying to promote it.
yeah.
But
Keep me
yeah,
posted, and I'll make sure we let
completely
people know.
unsure right now.
So yeah. But are you thinking you're going to jump back into Perfect Team when the new game comes out?
Maybe. If I played the
Wow.
game off start, then I will play Perfect Team, but
Yeah.
it's a matter of if I'm going to play immediately, probably. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
Well, don't miss PT Live. That's always fun. And
Yeah.
all right, well, we'll see you in the chat. Thanks again for being in here. I appreciate it. It's always fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, everybody. That was Smiley Face Jane. Always has a great peak performances for us. PT Goat, Smiley Face Jane. All right, let's see how we're doing relative to the ad break here. All right, pretty good timing. I think, let me go ahead and do some of the setup stuff here before the ad break because it looks like there was one pretty recently. I think you have everything you need to make your guesses. We've got the lineups here. Trout, Pujols, Otani, Upton, Lucroy are the first five for all the lineups. We got the pitching staffs. Matt Harvey definitely the centerpiece. Skaggs and Haney actually come in as 3 stars, so not too bad. And no one below 2 stars in the pitching staff now with the roster changes. And you got a 4-star closer in Robles. I know that tends to matter a lot more in the postseason too. So, and having 3 3 stars in the bullpen, pretty good. I mean, as much stock as we are willing to put into stars, that does reflect pretty well here. And the strategy, I would say this is like sabermetric-ish, at least on the offense side. But this is SmileyFaceJane's historic sim strategy that we went ahead and set and then saved because she does so many of these. So yeah, I think that's everything you need to know to make educated guesses at this point. So let me go ahead and set up the spreadsheet version of the responses, and then we'll do... Oh, let me save this before I forget. Save. You don't have to save it in any particular file, Reb Jr. Reb Jr. is asking about the import file that I created. You just have to be able to find it and select it when you're in the import window. Here, I'll show you. Let me save the quick start first, and then we'll, because otherwise I'll forget to do that. And I appreciate those questions because it means you're thinking about doing something like this on your own, which is part of the reason I do these, is to show people different ways you can play the game. So if you go to that free agent window and you go to the import historical players, you just select this button. This pulls up a... oh, I see what you're asking. So I put it in a folder, and then you just have to navigate it to the first time. But I always use the same folder every time. So you can use any folder. You just have to navigate to it. And so the first time you do it, it's a little annoying and maybe sometimes hard to find that folder. But once you have it done, it's super easy. So I hope that answers your question. I have mine in my documents. I created a franchise time machine folder and I just put them there. But whatever makes it easier for you to find it, I think is probably a good place to put it. But yeah, the first time you do it, you'll have to use and they're a little clunky. You have to use the OOTP folder navigation buttons to get to it. But once you get to it, I would recommend you just keep using that same folder because now you've already navigated to it. It does not give an option unless you save it to a program file folder. Okay, then I would recommend you save it in a program file folder. That's interesting. I didn't know that was a limitation to it. I guess it kind of makes sense though, because maybe that nav is limited to what's in the program file folder. Oh, good. SmileyFaceJane has another name for our team tonight. Awesome. Speaking of names, I posted in my Discord today. Um, my oldest had an orthodontist appointment. The kid right after her signing in was named Ezra. And I was like, what? Ezra? So I never knew an Ezra. Ever. Other than like Better Than Ezra, the band. Who it's not like I know them. Like just I know they exist. And so I was like, oh, there's another Ezra. But it turns out the name Ezra is like experiencing a huge surge in popularity right now. So there's probably a bunch of other kids named Ezra. It was just the first one I'd heard, and I was super psyched because of Ezra Denny. In fact, give a shout out to Ezra Denny. He did not stream today. He doesn't stream on Mondays or Saturdays. Well, he doesn't stream OOTP on Mondays or Saturdays. He does now stream Saturday Night Live on Saturdays, where he plays a strategy game. Right now, he's playing Europa Universalis, whatever number they're up to on that, and some seance at. I always forget the name of the manor. I always say seance at Creepy Manor, but it's a super fun game. All because of the band. Yeah, I don't think that band was popular enough to move the needle on naming, on baby naming. That's funny. So yeah, highly recommend following Ezra. On Tuesdays he does OTP After Talk, which he interviews OOTP affiliate streamers and OOTP employees, and he's got TJ tomorrow night. Yeah, it's already tomorrow night because today's a holiday. So those are always really fun too. And then I guess Ripley and I are starting his next cycle of OTP After Talk for OTP27 the following Tuesday. And I alluded to that earlier. One of the questions he wants to ask is, or I guess it's more of an end of cycle episode because he wants to ask us what we learned in OTP26. And so, while there are a few things, for me the big one was that player import, the 3 year blend on the player import. But it'll be interesting what Ripley wants to talk about too. All right, so let's go ahead and run the ad break. This is your 3-minute warning on the pack giveaway, so please get that filled out. When I come back from the BRB, we will go ahead and close the form and take a look at the guesses. All right, looks like we're back from the ad break. I mentioned earlier I sent the most recent batch of pack giveaways to Nicolino. Is Lisa Loves Biology still in the chat? So look, we know King of Second Place Nerd of Anarchy is going to get a lot of packs, as usual. So there will be a pile of packs. Lisa Loves Biology has been sneaky good at the pack giveaways, and is going to get a pretty big pile of packs too. So I was pleasantly surprised. I was compiling the pack giveaway results for the most recent batch. All right, let's see how we're doing the pack giveaway form here. All right, we got some entrants. Is anyone else working on an entry? I don't want to close it and leave anyone out. So definitely let me know if you're working on it. I will leave it open. Don't want anyone to miss out. Let me make sure everything's sized correctly here on the form for. SmileyFaceJane just learned that a team that didn't finish in the top 200 PT Live can get more PT Live points PTWC than the team that finished second. What? How does that work? How does that even work? Well, I don't understand. How is that possible? I don't understand that at all. That's weird. I wonder, do you get like bonus points for finishing in the top, whatever each week? So maybe that team that finished outside the top 200, those spiked a couple weeks and then got like PT Live points for that. I'm just trying to guess like how that could be working that way. That is weird. Oh yeah, Lisa Loves Biology. The daily draft is crazy. The number of tournaments people in the top play. And look, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're in the top just because they can play a lot. They also have to be good. But the velocity at which they play is amazing to me. And Kitty Poo Poo is often in the top 10 of daily draft. And so I've asked Kitty Poo Poo before, like, do you basically just have to sign up for the next open draft and just keep doing that all day? And I believe he said that that's pretty much how he does it. If Kitty Poo Poo's in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what we discussed. That you're basically just always just entering the next open one so that you can just get more entries in. But yeah, considering the time it takes to both draft and then set the lineups and the pitching staffs and the sliders, I'm impressed that like anyone can do that many dailies and have enough positive results to do well. Yeah, it's super impressive. There are probably people not in the top 10 who play that many tournaments too and just are terrible. We just don't know about them because they don't show up in the in the top of the leaderboards. Yeah, I'm usually kind of squeaking in daily draft, and I probably do like I can usually turn like 4 or 5 a day. Maybe 5 or 6, but like it helps if I can draft some in the morning, some in the evening, and then some late at night. So I can't do that model where I just keep entering the next draft because I'm just too busy during the day. Yeah, you have to really spike some wins if you're only doing 3 or 4 a day to qualify. For sure. It's a daily draft is I think by far the biggest grind to get in. But I keep doing it because I really like daily draft. But it usually is a category where I'm most in danger of not qualifying each time, for sure. Oh yeah, so I like EVCs and labs drafts. I'm just not good at them, so I kind of avoid them now. Hey Jane, good seeing you. We've got two Janes in the chat tonight now. SmileyFaceJane and then Tiny Jane Doe from Ophi's community popping in. You got second yesterday. Oh, in bagels? Oh, congrats. That's awesome. That's really good. That's the other thing. Both of those communities attract like pretty tough competition. So if you're finishing second in bagels, you're doing it against pretty stiff competition. So congrats. Well, I haven't heard anyone ask to keep the forum open, so I'm going to go ahead and close it at this point. I've got the spreadsheet ready and everything. Wait, you got first and second in the same week? That's awesome. That's hard to do. It's I would say it's more impressive doing that in one of those tournaments than in a random tournament, just because the competition is kind of known to be pretty good. All right, so the form is closed. Here are the guesses. Oh yeah, okay. Let me reopen the form. Don't hit submit yet. I will reopen the form. It is open again, so you can finish filling it out and then submit it. Thank you for letting me know. No, no worries, no worries. I want to make sure no one gets shut out because I closed it too soon. But yeah, Lisa loves biology. That's a good tournament to be doing well in. Congrats. I also posted after the Ezra name popularity graph by year. I posted the Lisa one. Lisa is a dying name apparently. Bagels is highly dependent on which pitchers go. Yeah, a lot of the drafts are very RNG heavy. I find the around the horn to be very draft RNG dependent too. See Grizzly, thank you for scritches for crouton. These are C Grizzly scritches. There you go, buddy. All right, scritches have been delivered. The Stuffy Town, right? Stuffy, isn't it Stuffy Town? Stuffy Town specials. I thought there was another T in there. I thought it was Stuffy Town. Is it Stuffy Town? I mean, I guess Lisa Loves Watching would know the name of their own team. I just thought it was Stuffy Town for some reason. Okay, it is Stuffy Town, apparently. Alright. Ofungo 3 is done. We're going to close that form now. Let's take a look at the guesses. We don't look at specific guesses. We just look at kind of the aggregate guesses. Alright, so no one thinks this team will have the worst record in the majors or in the AL, which is good. No one thinks they'll finish last in the division. Oh wow, everyone thinks they'll make the playoffs, and half of you think they'll make the playoffs by winning their division. So the other half thinking wild card here. A third of you think they'll make it to the World Series, and one of you thinks they'll win the World Series. A third of you think there's a Cy Young Award winner here. Go, Matt Harvey. And then everyone thinks there's an MVP winner here. Yeah, MVP seems like a lock with these batters that SmileyFaceJane has brought in. Oh, it is Stuffy Town. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and see what the AI thinks with the preseason predictions. As we advance to opening day, you'll see that it's going to generate the preseason predictions here, generating MLB preseason predictions. All right, we're going to go to MLB. Reports and info. Preseason predictions. 108 and 54, and it also thinks the Astros are still going to win 106. So the AL West is going to be brutal if you're not on the Astros or Angels. Also, AL Central, 2 100-game winners projected too. The Guardians and the Twins. Wow. All right, as we go to the batters and pitchers. Really likes the imported Ohtani and Pujols, first and second batters, and likes the Upton. Upton's going to be the number 8 batter projected. And Matt Harvey projected to be the top pitcher. So only one pitcher brought in, but a really good one. Matt Harvey projected to be 24 and 7 with the only sub 3 ERA in the league. And wow, 310K. Look at these strikeout numbers the AI is projecting. 310 for Harvey, 363 for Cole, 306 for Clevenger, 320 for Sale, and 305 for Verlander. That's a ton of strikeouts in the top 5 pitchers there. I think I screenshot this already, but I was worried that I forgot, so I'm going to do it again. Yeah, a ton of strikeouts. I mean, even though 2024 is a high strikeout environment, that's a ton. All right, let's see what happens. Let's go do... so our opening day will be on the 28th. Because the Korea series is going to be happening first. Oh, you know what? I forgot. That's right. Hold on. Let me go back. I forgot because he doesn't have a year attached to him. I forgot that Trout is also on the team. He's number 5. Because I'm looking for these years, right, for the imported players. But Trout is just the original Trout. So he's... oh, sorry, 2019 run environment. You're right. No, 2019 run environment. You're right. 2019 run environment. But yeah, Trout, the original 2019 Trout is projected to be number 5. So you've got the 1, 2, 5, and 8 batters in the league projected. So Trout coming in, 278, 48 home runs, 102 RBI. Looks like a 996 OPS, which is more closer to, I think, what his actual was, right? Well, no, it's still low. It's still 100 points low. It's still 100 points low. You're right. He is still coming in. I think it's that contact number. I mean, 278 is not that much lower than 291, but at least the power's there. The 48 home runs are there. All right, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, this is 2019. There is no Korea series. I keep thinking it's 2024. Okay, when is our opening day? Our opening day will be... Oh, it's funny. It's still the 28th. I think that's also the opening day in 2024 too, after the Korea series. Oh wait, are the Mariners and Athletics playing an international series in 2019? Okay, now I gotta look that up. I think that's the case here. I think that's going on. That's why it looks so much like 2024. In Japan. Oh, that's right, because it's Seattle. It's the Ichiro series. That's right. Yeah, thank you, SmileyFaceJane. That's right. That's right. All right, so similar to 2024, we have to sim past that. So our opening day will be the 28th. The Mariners and A's split that series, 1 game apiece, and we are ready for our opening day. It is at Oakland. What is happening here? Oh, you're not seeing this, but my highlight reel is going crazy. Yeah, this patch is great. Yes. Did you see that? Did you see that or no? You did see that? Okay. I don't know what the heck was going on there. How do I undo the patch? Is there a way to undo the patch? Because this patch is not good for streaming. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way to fix this. Um, yeah, it's not letting me do anything here. Can I switch the view? Can I set it to pause after each play? Okay, I can now pause it at least. Wow, this is really a mess. All the things are up here. I'm trying to dig my way out of these. Does changing view help at all? Alright, game options. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no online league should download this for sure until they fix whatever is messing up the. In fact, hold on. Let me go into. Let me report this in the beta bar because people need to know this ASAP. All right, let's see. Oh shoot! What did I just Oh. Well, that was a mistake. What did I just untoggle? Whatever I just untoggled just made it even worse. Holy cow! This is ridiculous. This is the patch right out of the right off the shelf. I have not done anything except trying to change the font size. That button makes. Oh, okay. I couldn't see what the button was. I shouldn't have toggled it without seeing what it was. So, is there a way to undo it? Okay, I hit space. So I can't see these. Okay, pause between at bats. I do want that. Option. Let's change the view. The view, I think. Classic 3D. No, that was bad too. Classic 2D. They all seem to be kind of. I think I usually have it on classic 3D. But the problem is all this junk. Like, what is all... Like, how do I... Alright, let's... What if I leave? Do highlight reel again? No, it's still jacked. Yeah, where's the scoreboard, too? Do you remember? This happened earlier in the cycle, too. Remember all the players were shifted over? It's like it's reverted back to the early cycle problems. Yeah, the pitcher's going crazy. All the labels are shifted over. Like, I'm assuming Mike Trout is at the plate. This happened earlier in the cycle, too. I remember this. Like, I had to stop doing highlights for a while because I think there was a patch that messed up the highlights. But at least we had a scoreboard that time. Like, we have no scoreboard anymore. I remember we had to, like, move all this stuff around so it was, like, in the least like disruptive places. Yeah, you remember it too, SmileyFaceJane? It was definitely an issue. And I basically had to stop doing highlights until there was a new patch that fixed it. Where does this usually? I don't even know what this is. Team info. There's two lineup views, which I think usually we just see this view. This pitch sequence we usually don't see, but it won't let me. So it won't let me close it either. Yeah, it won't let me close anything. So usually it's, well, this is the Angels batter, so he should be over here. This pitch locations thing, though, is oh, yeah, look, it's moving them together. I can't move them separately. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Look, it moves them together. I have to, it won't let me move them separately. Let me see if I can move. Now, look, now these are moving together. I can't move these separately now. Okay, so here's the A's pitcher, usually over here. I don't want this on here at all. And I want a scoreboard up here, which you usually have. Can't find that. Oh, whoa, look at this. Here's the scoreboard. Finally found the scoreboard. All right, so now let's see. At bat. Well, that's great. Wow. That's amazing. This happened like mid-cycle OOTP 26, and I think we just had to wait until the next patch came out, and then we can finally do highlights again. Yeah. I mean, I can send screenshots. I think it's probably better if I just put in a clip, and I just send them a clip to highlight how bad this is. Okay, I don't know. I've mentioned it now in the beta bar Discord, but I don't know. I don't know I don't know if this will get fixed because I know everyone's focused on OOTP 27, but this is not good. We've got a bunch of creator roster games coming up, and we like to watch the first game of the season. We like to watch elimination games, and this is not watchable. I think that's a good suggestion too. Anyone doing like online league should probably not. Uh, was this roster file from that earlier date or brand new? I don't know what you're. I'm not sure what you're asking, seriously. Okay, well, I guess we won't get to watch our first game, which is a bummer. Hopefully, it sims okay. We'll see. I also am now worried that about the integrity of the leaderboard. This is a cosmetic issue, but I'm also worried that now there are issues under the hood. The file I used as the setup. Oh, that's a good question. It's a no. Well, it's a quick start. It's a quick start that we created a little while ago. Not too long ago though. When did Claydog play? Well, let's save this. When did Claydog play peak performances? Oh, I can't see the date here when it was created. So, are you saying there are parts in the file? What I don't understand is the isn't the file just the data, like the window through which we play? Is it dependent upon stuff that's patched or not patched in an older file? That seems ridiculous to me. I guess my question is there data in this older save that somehow messes up the replay in a currently patched game? Isn't it just data? It's not just data. It's possible. Okay. That also seems problematic though. Like why make that possible? Why make it so that the patch can still leave a time bomb in your older files that will blow up your game? Man. All right. Well, but anyway, my point is if the visible parts of the patch are messed up, I'm worried that the behind the scenes parts of the patch are now messed up, and I'm worried about the integrity of our leaderboard as we play new creator roster runs with this new patch. It's the data that can be corrupted somehow. So the quick start might be okay. Well, let's test it then. We saved this game. we saved this. Let's exit. Let's just load another game. What's the creator roster run environment we created more recently? Or it'd be a peak performances. So SmileyFaceJane, what's one you did really recently? Like the most recent one. Oh, there are dates here. We can go by date. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was earlier this month. Let's look for Pittsburgh. And let's go to opening day. Wait, where are we in this? Is this? Oh, this is supposed. Wait, why is this November? Oh, I loaded the game, not the quick start. That's why. This is the game. We need to start a new game using the quick start. New game. We'll use the Pittsburgh quick start. SmileyFaceJane, correct me if I'm wrong, but this Pittsburgh one we just did, right? So we just did this one. So this is one of the newest quick starts we made. But it was before the patch. It was recent, but before the patch. I'm just going to call this patch test. Yes, the 1983 one is using an older 1983 quick start. So I think this is the... Although I think we had a 2016 earlier too. So was this using the older patch? Or older quick start? Yeah, there is an older 2016, but did we piggyback on that? We need one that... What's the most recent one that I created live on stream? I guess is the question. The 83 used the older 83. I know that. 2017 Baltimore? '83 or 70? Oh, 72. This 77 Oakland. I think this is pretty recent, right? Let me see. I can tell by what episode it was when we made that form. So let me search 1977. Yeah, 1977 was episode 566, and I think I created this run environment for it. So I think 77, we created this one for Oakland. Pretty sure there was no other 77s. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. So patch test. (1977) Oakland. Okay, this has the changes in it. So let's go to opening day. Generating MLB season predictions. Oh, I think I forgot to change. Yeah, I haven't changed the mailbox. This shouldn't affect the the highlights, but let's just do everything the way we normally would. And then we go to scores. Now, why doesn't it show our schedule here? We are the A's manager. Right here it should show, where we're in scores, it should show our schedule. Oh, hide scores is on. Okay. Hide scores is on. Oh, sorry, in the scores page. Okay, but it should still show our schedule. Right, because I'm looking to see where our next game is, and normally would say today we're off, and then our next game is what day? Yeah, it should have fixed it, right? It's not showing up though. Let's do another day. Oh, there it is. Now it shows up. Okay, now it's showing up. All right, let's advance to our next game. Okay, I didn't want it to play the next game. I just wanted to advance to our next game. Oh, it didn't. We were still stuck on the ninth. Okay. All right, so let's hide scores in quick play. Highlight reel. Yeah, it's still jacked. It's still jacked. It is not the date of this save. It is not the date of the quick start. Jane Doe is trying to wake my partner up, but he's not answering his phone. How many times have you heard of being late when you work from home? It's gonna definitely happen to him today. That's rough. That's a rough start to the day. No, Z Grizzly. No, I'm glad you suggested it because at least now I can say in the beta, hey, it's not. It's also not that specific save, right? In case there are sometimes issues tied to a save, we did another one and it's still having the same issue. So, yeah. All right, let's go back to this one. You know what I'm saying though? Like I feel like it's a thing with like if you see one roach, it means you probably have 1,000 other roaches. I feel like if you have one problem with the patch, I'm worried that there's 1,000 other problems with the patch. What are the odds that we spotted the only problem? All right. Well, let's go. Let's just go sim month by month, I guess, since we don't get to watch games anymore. Okay. Normally, it also ticks through. We see the live, like we see the numbers change in real time. We're not seeing that anymore. That's a bummer. Okay, let's show leaderboards. It unchecked show leaderboards, which is annoying. Yeah, it's doing all the. It's not showing the changes here live when it used to show the changes. This is a really unsatisfying streaming experience here. Not like one of the fun things was like we used to watch the changes live, and now it's just showing us like a monthly update. This is bad. This is ridiculous. Is there a setting that lets us watch the? Oh man. Okay, well, I mean, this is a lot less fun, but Otani is hitting 392. He's third in the league in home runs, second in RBI. Trout's in the midst of a 15-game hitting streak. That's pretty cool. Matt Harvey has 1.4 pitcher WAR. Yeah, Zeke Grizzly, did you get the patch, and is it doing this to yours too? Yours seems fine. Okay, that's really interesting. Yeah, no, Steam auto updates for me too. This is the auto update. This is the post auto update for me. That's part of the problem. Yeah, there's no downloads in my queue, so there's the I believe this is the latest version. Well, that's true. If everyone had the same problem, then it would be more obvious what's going on. That is true. That's a good point. All right. Well, let's finish this season, and then we'll raid out. I'm not going to do the drafts because I'm worried about what's going to happen there. And yeah, it's just confusing, right? I don't understand. It's almost like my version reverted back to that mid-cycle version that was broken. Well, let's do this. Hold on. Let's save this again. Let's edit exit out. I mean, there's no way, right? There's no way to revert it back like 10 versions. See, Grizzly, what version are you on? Mine says 26.8, build 82. Did mine somehow revert back to like a super old version? To this summer when I had those streaming problems? Oh, let's enter some quicks here while we wait to hear back. And historical cap. Enter into that. Yeah, maybe we should try a draft. We'll try it daily since that's lower stakes. Looks the same. Okay. That's weird. Is there something in settings? I mean, these are the same settings that we saw earlier, so I don't think it's here. I mean, this is a little concerning because Claydog hasn't played a community game in a while. Is anything here? I don't know any of these settings. So is anything here broken or off? Yeah, Claydog, this is a new patch, and now when it says starting page after loading game, it says Claydog Manager's Office. Oh, I'm sorry, yes, PTMS Champion Claydog. That's how we know this is from an older version or an older save because it doesn't say PTMS Champion Claydog. It just says Claydog. The game file was just saved as Claydog and broke itself. I mean, I don't know these screens. I don't use these screens at all. So, does anyone see anything here that's problematic? Okay, secret is autoplay settings. Okay, let's see. Where are those? Under 3D? Tiny Jane does this for a moment. I thought you meant premenstrual syndrome, and then there's like an extra T in there. Yeah, it's Perfect Team Master Series. um, an interface. Okay, interface. Um, okay. Can you seriously? Can you put a? Oh, your selection for autoplay is standing slash leaderboards. Okay, well that might help. That might help. Oh, okay, there we go. That helped. That fixed that part of it. Okay, excellent. Yeah, SmileyFaceJane, that's my point. Why did all this other stuff change in the first place is a good question. But I don't think that's going to change the highlights, though, right? That fixed this for sure. So thank you for that, secretly. Okay, so let me update the. What was that again? The autoplay display. Okay, so at least that's one thing fixed. Okay, you have a few others that are. You have yes instead of the optimized readability. Okay. So semi-transparent background, or is it all of them? Or can you secretly can you screenshot that and DM it to me in Discord, and then I'll just make mine match yours. Let's see. Oh, F12. F12 is the screenshot button. Or you can use Windows screenshot, and then you can just paste. The good thing about Windows screenshot is you can just do Control V and paste it into Discord. Instead of having to find the screenshot file, you can just do the Windows screenshot, and that'll screenshot to your clipboard, and then you can just paste that. And then I'll make mine match Z Grizzly, since Z Grizzly seems to be working, and maybe that'll help us with our sims. But I mean, I guess I don't see any of these that would be like, oh, that would fix the issue we're having with highlights. And maybe in doing this, we'll help people find solutions when if their patch messes up too. Yeah, because well, let's see. The only other time we only do highlights is, I guess, in the postseason if there's an elimination game. But man, for anyone who streams, like imagine if this happened on the Red Rock League sim or PBE sim or any of those EMLB. Like if FK and Kamish was doing a stream and this happened, like what the heck? I do one highlight per stream usually. Those other online leagues, it's like all sims, all highlights are play by plays. Ezra, what's Ezra gonna do if this happens? With how your PTCSs go, this change might make it better. All right. Well, at least for now, let's go sim. F12 didn't say. Can you do print screen and then just like capture the part that has that menu on it? Not OOT screenshot, but the Windows print screen. It should bring up like a selection cursor that you can use to highlight the part of the screen you want to screenshot. And that you can just Control V into Discord and paste it. But yeah, at least we can do this part. At least this part's going to be fun again. All right, so let's go. Oh wait, did I just get something from Z Grizzly? Nope. Did someone just respond to my beta barn post? Oh no, Z Grizzly sent me this. Okay, I got it. Thank you, Z Grizzly. Okay, let's see. Let's put this side by side with my game. We'll go back to settings. Okay. OOTP dark windowed. Window side maximize. I want mine user defined, so I'm going to leave that. Font default, font size. Okay, yours is automatic. We'll put it back to automatic. That's fine. Show right, darken. Semi-transparent background. Yes. Team color interface. Yes. Secondary color on labels. No. Display pop-up default. Player awards and profile. Show all. Display bars. Scroll bars. Standings leaderboard. Okay. Everything else is now the same. Let's just see if that did anything with highlights. Okay, again, we're not seeing our scores up here, which is problematic. Oh, thank you for sending that, Grizzly. Appreciate it. So yeah, again, up here, right, we should be seeing the scores or the upcoming games. We're not seeing that, right? Because we don't have a game today. So normally I would look, if we don't have a game, I'd look up here to see when is our next game. Not seeing that anymore. Finish today is still not showing up. Where is? Are we in interleague play? Where is our game? Okay, here's our next game. Oh, it's because hide scores. I have hide scores on. Maybe it's because I have hide scores on. Okay, they showed back up. Okay, let's hide scores and let's play this game, and let's watch highlights. Yeah, the highlights are still jacked. I don't think it's even playing. Like, where is the highlight? Oh, it's doing replay. I don't want. Did I press replay by mistake? I thought I hit highlight. Highlight reel. Spacebar or enter. Okay, it's not now. It's not even working at all. That's what is happening. Yeah, making it have to go forward a day to show the scores after hitting unhide is that's problematic too. Oh, I have to cheat this checked or it's gonna really break it. Alright, well, highlights are broken for now. That's a real bummer. And, I guess do I have to unhide scores here to make this work? Alright, let's go to... Let's do the month of May, I guess. Or at least this part's working. Chalk up out of the month, that's kind of cool. Alright, let's see if we missed any April Player of the Month awards. No, Alvarez and Verlander. Let's look at... Trout. 315, 15 home runs, 27 RBI, 30 runs in the month. Oh, did I miss a run? 51 game on base streak. Was that a notification that I missed? Was that I wasn't paying attention to the achievement, so maybe we'll see it here. Can I look up 51? No. Because I have special accomplishments checked. I thought we should see it. Trout had it in achievements. Will we see it if I go to his... Let me see. Let's go to him. Oh, no. I could go to achievements, right? 51 game on base streak by Trout. That's pretty awesome. All right, let's go back to standings. Yeah, like my fonts, like these usually don't overlap. That's kind of messed up. All right, 55-30. That's a crazy good record, but the Astros are 63-22, 741 win percentage. So we're first in the wild card because we happen to be behind an Astros team that's just destroying the league. Yeah, but none of those have the asterisk that said these changes will take place after you restart. So they should take effect now, I think. Right. The only things that say they take will take we quit and restart the game are font size. None of the others and skin. None of the others have that restart required. I mean, see, Grizzly, you might be right, but none of that says. None of the others say. I did change the one font thing to align with yours, but I did restart it since the first time I changed the font size, and it didn't fix it. So maybe that'll fix that part, but I don't think it seems necessary for the other ones. But I don't know. We'll try a restart after this sim. Okay, we have let's sim to the All-Star break. Oh, wait, let's see if we got another Batter of the Month award. Yeah, only Trout being on the leaderboard is weird. That is true. Nelson Cruz and Osuna. Yeah, so none of our players. A reliever winning pitcher of the month, by the way, is also very rare. So he must have been a stud. Let's go back to the standings view. Otani's the only one showing up now. Oh, Trout's down here. Okay, let's I think let's sim to the All-Star break. Mike Trout, highest All-Star vote getter, so he must be doing well. Maybe he's just under showing up for all these. Let's see. Yeah, 1147 OPS, 35 home runs, 313 average. So he's doing great. He's just under the threshold of the top three, I think. Pujols also up 1,000 plus OPS, but just not showing up. 28 home runs, 312 average. So our big three are doing great. They're just under the threshold. And even Upton's doing great too. 20 home runs, 308 average. So they're just under showing up. So they're doing great. They're just not. They're just barely out of the leaderboard threshold. So we have one more day to sim to get to the All-Star break. And let's see. All-Star voting. Pujols second at first. Wow, Matt Olson must be having a heck of a season then. He's hitting 294 with 34 home runs. Pujols is 314 with 28 home runs. No one at second, third, or shortstop or left field. Trout leading in center field. This is unaltered Trout too, so he's doing great. Upton third in right field. Otani leading at DH. So we know there are issues with voting for all-stars pitchers. So let's take a look at the pitching stats. Matt Harvey's 12-4 with a 3.79. The one loss is good. The ERA is a little disappointing. But the WAR is good, 5 WAR. Felix Pena with the 8.25 here. That's like low ball. Low ball range stats. 344 BABIP against for Matt Harvey. Yeah, that's brutal. All right, let's see who was actually selected for the All-Star game, because that has pack giveaway implications. Wait, no pitchers? Not a single pitcher. Pujols. Trout. Upton, Ohtani. Just those four. Only the four... Only the three imported players in Trout. What happened to Lucroy? Lucroy was not one of the three catchers selected. Okay, so 4 All-Stars. Remember when our biggest problem was that the AI wouldn't vote for created or imported players? Remember those good old days? Four All-Stars. Okay. Z Grizzly says Harvey was hittable, just got out of jams. Yeah, that's probably the right interpretation of that, because his 1-loss record was good. His ERA was decent. Okay, let's go to the home run challenge. See if we have anyone here. Ohtani's in there. Trout's in there. So they're on opposite sides of the bracket too, which is nice. Which is also nice because neither one of them's going to advance. Olsen beats Ohtani. Mitch Garver beats Trout. Of course he does. Santana and Bellinger advance to the final. Should this be Carlos Smooth Santana? Carlos Santana beats Rob Thomas for the home run challenge title. And let's go watch the All-Star game. We'll skip ahead to the next day. Quick play this. AL wins 3-1. Pitchers battle. Let's see. Trout went 0 for 2. Ohtani went 1 for 3. I think that's it. So we didn't have any pitchers, so that's it. Ohtani, Trout. Yeah, that's it. All right. Let's go back to the stage view. Let's watch the end of the month. Yeah, Pujols and Upton didn't get in the game. Yeah. All right, Rookie of the Month. Oh, Canning. Griffin Canning got Rookie of the Month. Matt Harvey got Pitcher of the Month. Let's check that out. And the Angels have moved into first place. The Astros must have cooled down and we must have heated up. So let's check out the Astros win percentage by month. Ooh, Astros 417 win percentage in July. Holy cow. 417. They went 10-14 in July. Let's see what we did. We went 21-5 July. We went 808 in July. So we totally took over first place. That's awesome. That's really cool. And then let's check out that. When do we get a batter of the month? No. Matt Harvey got the first pitcher of the month for the team. 5-0 with a 1.15 ERA, 54 strikeouts in 39 innings. Dominating. Pujols also gets batter of the month. 430 batting average, 17 home runs. Jeez. Pujols just exploded. He said, he heard SmileyFaceJane said Pujols isn't on the leaderboard. Hold my beer, 115 RBI. He's still not showing up in the other categories, but he's really close, I think. I think he's just below both of these. All right. Let's do the month of August. We're maintaining that 2-3 game lead. Oh, moved up to 5-game lead. Ten-game extra base. Wow, 10-game extra base history by Pujols. Pujols now hitting 340, 7 points behind Cruz and Moncada. Trout 2 home runs behind Nelson Cruz. Ohtani with 53 steals. Matt Harvey now 30 in ERA, tops in wins. How many strikeouts does he have? 246, so he's just off the leaderboard in strikeouts too. All right, let's finish the season. Matt Harvey ends his 15-game quality start streak. We finished 2 games ahead. No, we have one more game to play. Ohtani 40-40, probably more like 50-50, but we'll take a look at that. Harvey leads the league in wins. Trout leads the league in home runs with 75. Pujols with Nelson Cruz almost broke Hack Wilson's RBI record with 184. Yeah, 75 home runs. What did Ohtani do? Let's see. Ohtani had 60 home runs. Wait, did Ohtani go 60-60? Ohtani went 60-60. Yeah. Nice. That's awesome. Did I actually, maybe the steroids also messed up the highlights too. Ohtani didn't get in the top 3 batter war with 60-60. Matt Harvey, third in ERA, first in wins. How many strikeouts? 297 strikeouts, so he's just under Verlander probably. Tops in pitcher war. 2019. Let me look at the. I have the year by year batting averages stuff up here. 2019. Yeah, it was the peak home run rate for sure. 1.39 home runs per team game. Yeah, so that is a peak. Check out the AL West. 115 win Angels, 112 win Astros, and 100 win Athletics team. And then you go down to 66 and 60 wins. All right, don't look at the AL East. Look at the AL. Don't look at the AL East. Look at the AL West down here. 115, 112, 100, 66, 60. 3 games behind, 15 games behind, 49 games behind, 55 games behind. The Mariners ate it hard. Wow. 115, 112, and 1. That's never happened. No 3 teams have won 100 games in a division before, right? In real life. Unbalanced schedule killing them. Okay, at least this ended up being a fun season. We didn't get to watch the highlights, but at least this was a fun season. All right, there's no game 163 because we already got our achievements. Did we get a pitcher or batter of the month for the last month of the season? We got the batting title stuff. What about? Maybe that's tomorrow? Maybe that comes in tomorrow? Okay, yeah. Let's see. Did we get that? Yeah, September's best starter. Matt Harvey again. 5-0, 2.61 ERA, 51 strikeouts and 41 in the third innings. Trout, top batter, 299 average, 403 on base percentage. His on base percentage is 104 points higher than his batting average. 16 home runs, 31 RBI, 30 runs scored. He had 2 seasons worth of stats in this season. 75 home runs, 155 RBI. That's more RBI than in his last 2 seasons combined, 72 and 79. It's also more home runs than his last 2 seasons combined. That's crazy. The last 2 seasons combined, he had 873 at-bats. So in 300 fewer at-bats, he had double the home runs and double the RBI. Wow, what a stud. And his OPS did exceed his real life OPS for 2019. Wow, 1207 OPS. 1207. That's crazy. That's incredible. What was Shohei's? Shohei's OPS was 1084, but he went 60-60. 60-60. Pujols hit 59 home runs. Poor Justin Upton hit 343 home runs and he just got lost in the shuffle. He had 137 RBI, 115 runs scored, and we're not even talking about him. Poor Justin. All right, let's. How did Harvey end up doing? 26-4, almost 300 strikeouts, 2.92 in ERA, 10.2 WAR. All right. Let's save this. SmileyFaceJane 4-man rotation for the playoffs. Oh, Yelich got a triple crown in the NL. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, 355, 66, 148. All right, so Griffin Canning's going to go to the bullpen. Do you want to send Pena to the bullpen instead, SmileyFaceJane? This is a non-creator roster, so you can make some different changes if you want. Pena went 5-6 with a 6.53 ERA. I mean, Canning wasn't that much better, but he was better. All right, Canning to mid. You still trust Pena's range? Okay, fair enough. 4-man rotation. Canning to middle relief. And no secondary. Okay. Lisa loves biology. It's because there are more rest days in the playoffs, and so you can get by with a 4-man rotation. Because it's two games, travel day, 3 games, travel day, 2 games. And then travel day between series. So you can always get enough rest for a 4-man rotation. Okay, so Canning's now going to be a relief pitcher. And let's head to the postseason. All right, we're going to speed play the wild card round because we are in the division series as a as the best division winner, I should say. So we'll play until next playoff round. All right, Sea Grizzly redeeming scritches for Crouton. Let me go ahead and give those. Yo, buddy. Scritches from Sea Grizzly. All right, scritches have been delivered. Crouton might have slept through those. Either that or he's very chill right now. All right, we're going to face the Astros. So this will be a ton of wins facing each other in the division series. Guardians are going to face the Twins. Nationals sweep the Mets, of course, to face the Brewers. And the Diamondbacks will face the Dodgers. Yeah, so that's a combined... The Angels-Astros series is a combined 127 wins. Or 227 wins. 227 wins facing each other. All right, so NL's going to start us off. The Nationals beat the Brewers. The Diamondbacks beat the Dodgers. All right, NLDS Game 2. Washington takes a 2-0 series lead over Milwaukee, potentially crushing the Grizzlies' hopes. The Dodgers win 10-4 to tie that series up at 1 apiece. Twins win Game 1 over Cleveland, and Matt Harvey in the mound facing Brad Peacock. And it's a 4-0 win, a 5-hit shutout. Matt Harvey goes 7 1/3, 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Robles gets the save. That's a heck of a performance there. Who else in the bullpen came through? Cole pitched 2/3 and Robles pitched a full inning. All right, NL's going to be on a travel day. Minnesota takes a 2-0 series lead, winning 4-2. And this is where the drop-off is painful. We're now down to Tyler Skaggs facing Garrett Cole. But the bats come through. It's a 6-2 win. Five of those runs came in the 6th inning or later. So clutch performance by the Angels bats. 2-0 series lead heading into the travel day. NLCS Game 3. Brewers looking to... Washington Nationals looking to sweep the Brewers. Brewers win 5-3. They force at least a Game 4. The Dodgers win 8-3. Playoff Kershaw has an uncharacteristically low 3.6 ERA. All right, Nationals looking to close out the Brewers again. Milwaukee wins 8-3. They force a deciding Game 5. Candy got the save in that last game? That's awesome. Takes 11 innings, but the Dodgers score 5 in the top of the 11th to win 7-5. The Dodgers advance. Minnesota looking to sweep the Guardians. They do. They win 5-4, scoring 1 in the top of the 9th, and they sweep the series. All right, the Angels looking to do the same. It's Pena versus Verlander. Pretty big gap in the quality of our starters, but let's see. It is a win. It takes 10 innings, but it's a 9-8 win. God, the Astros must have just destroyed Pena. 1 run, 2 runs, 2 runs, 2 runs. What did Pena do this game? Pena went 3 1/3 and gave up 4 earned. Bard came in for 2/3, gave up 3 earned. But then the bats came alive and took it in the 8th and 10th. All right, so the Angels sweep. Verlander was no better. Oh yeah, let me take a look. Oh yeah, 2 2/3, 5 earned runs. Osuna got crushed too. 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned, a walk. All right. Angels advance. Nicely done. All right, it's the Nationals Brewers game 5. Brewers win 6-3. All right, it could still be Brewers Angels. The Grizzlies' dream is still alive. All right, NLCS starts right away. It's the Dodgers hosting the Brewers. Nats blew a 2-0 lead. Nats blew a 2-1 lead because the Brewers scored in the second here. But yeah, they blew a 2-1 lead. Oh, in the series. Yes, they did. Yeah, they got reverse swept in a 5-game, for sure. Yeah, they sure did. All right, Brewers win 4-1. 3 hit the Dodgers. Oh, Baffle, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. I think I saw a little bit of Baffle earlier playing some college football at the University of Texas. Hope the stream went well. I didn't see the big announcement. I think I had to start streaming before the big announcement. So I don't know what the big announcement was. But tonight we're playing... SmileyFaceJane is playing Peak Performances, where she chose the 2019 Angels. This is right up your alley, Baffle. She chose the 2019 Angels. And she's allowed to replace 5 players from the 2019 Angels with peak versions of themselves. So she replaced 2019 Albert Pujols with a 2008 St. Louis vintage Pujols. 2019 Matt Harvey replaced with peak Mets 2013 Matt Harvey. Jonathan Lucroy replaced the 2014 version. 2024 Ohtani came in for the 2019 Ohtani. And 2011 Justin Upton replacing the 2019 Justin Upton. Baffle said we should promote Baffle Mania on March 14th. Awesome. Well, he'll probably still hit you anyway, but thank you for promoting his stream. Yeah, we'll check that out. March 14th, Baffle Mania. That is right around the time the new OOTP comes out too. So hopefully I'll have most of my rosters done, so I have time to watch some Baffle Mania. So was that the big announcement? That's a pretty cool announcement. So yeah, so we're in the middle of that. We're in the postseason. OTP will be part of it. Oh, interesting. All right. Well, we'll definitely have to check that out. So that was game 1 of the NLCS. The Brewers beat the Dodgers. This is, again, 2019. All right, good. The extra rest let us reset the rotation. So Matt Harvey is starting game 1 of the ALCS. This is peak 2013 Matt Harvey. The Dodgers win 8-2, so that series tied at 1 apiece. This is game 1 for SmileyFaceJane's team. It is a 6-3 win. We got to win those Matt Harvey games because the rest of the pitching, the rotation is not as good. So 6-3 win. Ohtani went 3 for 4 with... Oh, he almost hit for the cycle. He missed the single. Who gets the 3 hardest parts of the cycle and then doesn't get the single? Shohei Ohtani. All right, so Shohei got the double, triple, and home run, missed the single. All right, game NL's on a travel day after 2 games. The ALCS game 2. Big drop off from 2013 Matt Harvey to 2019 Tyler Skaggs. But Skaggs is 1-0 with a 1.29 ERA this postseason. It's an 8-5 loss. Ooh, Minnesota scores 5 in the top of the 8th. What do you want to bet it's our fifth starter that we sent to the bullpen that did that? Let's see. No, it was Ramirez. 1/3 of an inning, 3 earned runs, 27 ERA. All right, let's see. Let's go back to scores view. That's a rough loss. Home runs by Goodwin, Fletcher, Trout, and Pujols, but still couldn't pull it out. Sano hit 2 bombs against us. All right. We're on a travel day now. So the NL's back in action. Kershaw against Gonzalez. The Dodgers win 16-1. All right. Both leagues back in action now. Game 4 for the NLCS. Milwaukee wins 2-1 after that big offensive outburst, but they tie the series at 2 apiece. And we've got Felix Pena with a 10.80 ERA. What was SmileyFaceJane's quote? I trust his ratings better. 10.80 postseason ERA against Michael Pineda. It is an 8-7 win, 2 in the top of the ninth to take it. So the Angels take a 2-1 series lead. Cannon gets the win out of the bullpen. And Pujols is the player of the game. 2008 Pujols went 4 for 5 with a home run, 3 RBI, and a run scored. Original 2019 Brian Goodwin, 3 for 4 with a double and a home run, 2 RBI and a run scored. All right, NLCS tied at 2 apiece. The Dodgers pull ahead, winning 7-5. And SmileyFaceJane's Angels up 2-1. And they lose 13-3, so that series is now tied at 2 apiece. The problem with that, though, is now it's going to wind up that I don't think Matt Harvey's going to be able to start Game 1 of the World Series if you make it that far. But we'll see what happens. Let's just get there. All right. Yeah, Matt Harvey at Odorizzi. Series tied at 2 apiece. Basically a best of 3 now. It is a win, 9-2. So at least we got the most out of another Matt Harvey start. He went 8 2/3, 10 strikeouts. David Fletcher with 3 RBI. 15 hits for the Angels. No home runs in 2019, peak home run season. 9-2 playoff victory. No home runs by either team. All right, AL's on a travel day. NLCS resumes Game 6. The Dodgers are up 3-2. And they win 2-1. So they are headed to the World Series. And they'll get some extra rest because the ALCS is dragging out here. Or at least we hope it's going to drag out. No. We want to end it. I forgot. We're up 3-2. Matt Harvey just put us ahead. All right. So it's Berrios versus Skaggs. And this is another loss, 5-4. Series tied at 3 games apiece. Now, this is where it'd be nice to watch highlights of Game 7, but of course we can't do that tonight. Oh no, it's Pineda versus Felix Pena with his 9. He did lower his ERA to 9.39. It's below 10 now, so that's good. Oh, it's a 7-4 loss. 6 in the top of the 6 by the Twins. Man, Trout and Ohtani just cannot win the World Series, even with peak versions of all these players. Oh, man. Yeah, typical Angels, right, Raffle? Who gave up those 6 runs? Let's see who gave up those 6 runs. Bedrosian gave up 3 of them, and then Canning gave up 2 of them. I guess one of them must have been Pena's, right? There were 6 runs that inning. So Pena started. Yeah, Pena started the inning. One of them was charged to him, and then the rest were Bedrosian and Canning. All right. Well, we'll just. It is true. Pena did pitch better than Canning, probably. At least in this game. At least in this game. All right. Let's go to the next series, and we'll just speed sim this. Ooh, the Twins sweep the Dodgers. Nice. Shortlisted players performing well. All of the players imported by SmileyFaceJane, of course. Of course. Harvey went 64, 26 and 4. All right, let's go. Let's save this, and then we'll check out the postseason awards. All right, let's go to Great Glove Awards. From the inbox, read all messages. All right. 0 gold gloves. Whoever gets 0 gold gloves is going to get a point there. All right. Reliever of the year. How does our bullpen look? Robles went 3-3 with 38 saves. 3.67 ERA. I think the ERA is going to be too high to get any votes. Yeah, no votes. Taylor Rogers swept the first place votes. Went 2-2 with 40 saves and a 1.38 ERA. Yeah, he outperformed Osuna. Osuna 4-3 with a 1.38 saves with a 1.95 ERA. Hendricks 2-2 with 40 saves and a 1.38 ERA, and Rogers matches him in ERA. Rogers and Hendricks had the same exact stat lines, at least at the. Oh no. Oh, Hendricks was 5-7 with 45 saves, so he had more saves, more strikeouts, but a higher ERA. I'm actually surprised that Osuna didn't come in ahead of Hendricks, but Taylor Rogers definitely earned that one. 1.38 ERA, almost 100 strikeouts. All right, next up, Platinum Stick Awards. 2, Pujols and Trout. Let's see what that looked like. Pujols hit 341 with 59 home runs, 163 runs, 161 RBI. Trout hit 320 with 75 home runs, 176 run scores, 155 RBI. Ohtani didn't win a Silver Slugger Award here. Ohtani went 60-60, and he lost to Nelson Cruz, who hit 344 with 72 home runs. Wow. Ohtani didn't get a Silver Slugger Award. That's wild. 60-60 and no Silver Slugger Award. Yeah, Cruz did have better stats, that's true. But the AI loves those stolen bases. That's why I'm still surprised. Rookie of the Year. I think Canning was in the running for this. But didn't get any votes. He did win one Rookie of the Week, so I'm surprised he didn't get any votes. Where did he finish up? He finished up the season 10-5. Oh, with a 5.20 ERA. 5.2 ERA will not get you any votes. Yeah, Vladdy got 2 points of votes. He had 273 with 23 home runs. I mean, Alvarez crushed it, right? He hit 64 bombs and 316 as a rookie. The rookie broke Babe Ruth's home run record. All right, let's go to Cy Young Award. I mean, Matt Harvey's got a chance here. We wouldn't have thought it after the first month, but 26-4, 2.92 ERA, almost 300 strikeouts, 10.2 WAR. Yeah, Matt Harvey, Mets legend. 17 first place votes. Garrett Cole got 13 first place votes. Cole was 17-8 with a 2.68 ERA, but he had 359 strikeouts. How did he have that season and lose that many games on a 112 win Astros team? Hey, Baffle, if you're still here, check out the AL West this season. The Angels won 115 games. The Astros won 112 games. The A's won 100 games. That didn't leave many wins for the Rangers and Mariners, unfortunately. Well, that's true. That's true. The Angels and the A's handed him quite a few losses, I'm sure. Which I guess makes what Matt Harvey did even that much more impressive. All right, MVP. I mean, who do you got? Pujols or Ohtani? Or Trout? Any one of them could win it, but Cruz had a big season. Yeah, I think it's got to be Trout, right? 1207 OPS. Ohtani or Cruz, probably. I mean, how can you get 1207 OPS and not win the MVP? It's got to be Trout. I jinxed him by saying that. I knew it. Cruz got 11 first place votes. Oh, Ohtani got 10. Pujols got 7. Trout only got 2. I'm telling you, the AI loves those stolen bases. Yeah, they split the vote, maybe. Ohtani, Pujols, and Trout split the vote against Cruz. I mean, Cruz did have a heck of a season. 72 home runs, 184 RBI, 344 batting average. 1166 OPS. I mean, those are just 4 studs at the top of the league there. Yeah, I mean, you got to give credit to Trout for playing center field, too, right? He had 1.5 more WAR and didn't win it, which is kind of crazy. We did come in second, third, and fourth in MVP voting, but that's not much consolation. All right, let's switch over to the pack giveaway. Let's give away some of those packs based on your guesses. And then after this sim, I'm going to go try to clip some of those crazy highlights and put them in the Discord. Maybe we can figure out what's going on. Maybe someone can help us fix it. But I mean, you know, a patch shouldn't break it that bad either. That's the problem. All right, pack giveaway form. Where is that thing? Hold on, give me a second. Can't find it. Oh, there it is. I see it. Never mind. Okay, I got it. All right, here are the guesses. Again, there were 6 of you participating tonight. Thank you for filling out the form. Rukia Jackson Merrill is so good. That's another addition to our Our theme team. Let me add that name in. Jackson Merrill. Okay, another addition to our MLB and female athletes theme team. All right, everyone had the same answers through question 4. Will this team make the playoffs? So, all right, will it win its division? They did win their division by only 3 games though, because the Astros are so good. So Nerd, Ryan Elder, and Lisa Loves Biology are still in it. Will it make it to the World Series? We did not make it to the World Series, so Ryan Elder is going to win. And Nerd of Anarchy and Lisa Loves Biology will get the 3 bonus points. Let's see. What would have happened next? Will they win the World Series? Of course, no. Since they didn't make it there. Will a player win the Cy Young Award? We did win the Cy Young Award, so Lisa Loves Biology got that one right. We win an MVP. We did not win an MVP, but everyone got that one wrong. Oh, it's Ryan Elder's first win. Congratulations. Congratulations. And if it had come down to wins, it would have been 115. It would have been Lisa Loves Biology. So Lisa Loves Biology would have gotten this one right, this one right, this one right. No, that one wrong. This one right, and that one right. So good guesses there by Lisa Loves Biology. So Ryan Elder gets the green for the win. And Nerd of Anarchy and Lisa Loves Biology are going to get the 3 bonus points. And then let me hide these columns. Alright, so we don't need to score Ryan Elders, because they've already won. Alright, how many games behind will they finish? No games behind, because they won the division. All-Stars. There were 4 All-Stars. Look, Ryan Elder nailed that one too. SmileyFaceJane gets a solo point there. Nicely done. Gold Glove winners. There were no Gold Glove winners. Only SmileyFaceJane gets that correctly. Platinum Stick Awards. There were 2. So Z Grizzly and Ofungo get those right. Next up is... Oh, the mouse hover questions. Let's do those. First, second, and third on the offensive side. Makes sense given that 4 great bats were brought in. And then 11th, 8th, and 10th on the defense. Alright, so the first one I believe is ERA. Oh no, run scored. Sorry, run scored. It's offense first. Run scored first. Nerd and Lisa Loves Biology. Next up, batting average. Second. Lisa Loves Biology and SmileyFaceJane. Home runs hit. Third. Z Grizzly gets a solo point. Nicely done. All right, on the defensive side, ERA, 11th. SmileyFaceJane, solo point. Strikeouts thrown, 8th. SmileyFaceJane. Ryan Elder would have been right there as well. Defensive efficiency, 10th. SmileyFaceJane gets that exactly right. Alright, so before we hit to the batting section, 6 for SmileyFaceJane, 2 for Z Grizzly, 2 plus 3 bonus for Nerd of Anarchy. Lisa Loves Biology with 3 plus 3 bonus, so tied with SmileyFaceJane, and 1 for Ofungo. So as of right now, though, everyone is still in striking distance. anyone who runs the table or even comes close to running the table can still pull ahead. All right, home runs hit by the team leader in home runs. That was Mike Trout with 75. And SmileyFaceJane gets that one right. Solo point for SmileyFaceJane. Batting average with at least 300 plate appearances. Pujols, 341. Nerd Anarchy with a 347, which is 6 away. Lisa Loves Biology with a 335, which is also 6 away. So they both get points. 1-6 over, 1-6 under. OPS 1207 by Trout. Looks like SmileyFaceJane's the closest there with a 1210. Very close. Oops. All right, and then Batter War. 10.7 by Trout. 11.5. 9.4. 10.7, yeah. So the 11.5 is going to be the closest. SmileyFaceJane. Okay, so after the batting section, SmileyFaceJane up to 9. Nerd of Anarchy up to 6. Lisa Loves Biology up to 7. So there are still some folks who can catch SmileyFaceJane. All right, strikeouts thrown. 297 by Matt Harvey by the Dark Knight. Lisa Loves Biology with a 288 is the closest. Nine away. Very good guess by Lisa Loves Biology. Keeping it a contest. ERA. With at least 100 innings pitched, it is Matt Harvey with a 2.92. Ofungo with a 2.98 is going to take that one. And Whip. Matt Harvey again with a 1.03. 0.99 is closest. Lisa Loves Biology is now tied with SmileyFaceJane, but has gotten the most recent answer correct, so has the tiebreaker. Pitcher War 10.2 by Matt Harvey. SmileyFaceJane takes it in the last question. 9.9. So first place, Ryan Elder. Really close race between Lisa Loves Biology and SmileyFaceJane. Second place goes to SmileyFaceJane. Oh, I should total them, right? SmileyFaceJane with 10. 2, 6, 9. Yes, Lisa Loves Biology with the bronze medal. Let me put that right here. Bronze. You're right. Yeah, Ofungo goes up to 2. You're right. Thank you for that. So we got Lisa Loves Biology with the bronze medal here. Yeah, maybe we should do a draft. We'll do it daily since that's lower risk. So let's save this. Powerful Primetime Perfecto, we did that 10 Clubhouse Stars. Let's do this Perfecto Sunrise. And you know, Lisa loves biology. You did finish third to SmileyFaceJane, who often will recuse herself from the pack giveaway because she's like, you know, done some testing for who she wants to replace and stuff. So, you know, you lost to the best tonight. So that's, you know, definitely a really good performance by you there. And of course, our first place winner, Ryan Elder. Congratulations on your first win. Okay, so this is a modern run environment, neutral ballpark, so pretty straightforward. And it's a perfecto. So we'll go Satchel and it's either Eddie Collins or Bobby Witt for me here. I'll go Collins. It's a little harder to find second baseman, I think. Yeah, the draft seems to be working normally. No, I'm glad you got the name in because I love the name. The name is great. Babe Ruth, and I guess we'll go Strasburg here. This Eddie Murray I feel like is better than a 102. I sometimes take the Eddie Murray. But there will be plenty of good first basemen to be had. Scooble and Arky Vaughn, I think. Our infield's coming together. Right, this is not as good of a round here. Let's see. This Wilhelm's not bad, but I think the shape is wrong. I like this better for a low home run environment. I guess we could just go. Well, we could always use a center fielder. Although I don't like the PCA center field only. It might be Ponce Armstrong. I could go Canseco Armstrong or Canseco Ponce, I guess. You'd avoid the hitters? I'm thinking about going just hitters. I don't like this Wilhelm shape for this era. Although I do like the reverse split. I take that back. I do like the reverse split. I don't like the control here. So I think we're going to go Ponce. Maybe it is Wilhelm. Shoot. We go Wilhelm Canseco. I think it's Ott Phillips. And then I'm kind of falling behind on pitch arm, so I kind of feel like I need to take a pitcher, but I don't love my choices here. I don't hate Real Muto as a backup catcher, and then it'd be Delgado or Guerrero at first. First base platoon. Well, and also Delgado could be a backup catcher if I forget to take a catcher. Vladdy can play a little third. I don't mind taking Vladdy and Delgado. Although there are better first basemen, so I'll probably just take one of them. The rest of my bats are maybe lefty heavy, so maybe we'll go Vladdy here. Yeah, no, I do get a little risky with the backup catchers, it's true. Yeah, I don't love my choices here. You know, we don't have a center fielder yet either. I could go Julio Rodriguez and then one of the first basemen. And then hopefully Julio becomes a backup. You forgot a backup catcher in one draft, see, Grizzly? That's impressive. I forget backup catchers all the time. All right, we're going to go Delgado Rodriguez here. We're going all in on the lefties, and we're going potential backup catcher. Oh, that's true. I didn't think about DH. You're right. I didn't think about DH. Yeah, we'll go Vladdy Delgado. And we got Raleigh now a catcher, so that's good. The big dumper. And then we already have Eddie Collins, so I'm not going to take Utley. What does my lineup look like right now? Okay, so we can maybe take... Or do I need to take an arm here? I kind of feel like I need to take an arm. I don't love the choices, though. So... I think it's Appling. I actually think it's Appling. Where are all my starting pitchers? We've been offered 13 of 40. Alright, we'll take Yamamoto and... I guess we'll take Yogi and finish up the catchers. I don't like the other bats here, so... Wait, did I just miss the 105 Carlton? It wasn't the 105 Carlton, was it? Did I just miss the 105 Carlton? I just missed the 105 Carlton, didn't I? Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. I'm so used to it being the 100 Carlton. I totally blew that. Okay, that sucks. We'll go Messina... Verlander or Grove? Grove. Messina Grove. Man, that sucks. That was really dumb on my part. We'll go King Kelly and Koufax. And then we'll go Waddell Rodney. You know what? I bet that's not the first time I've missed that 105 Carlton, now that I think about it. I bet I've missed it other times too. My degree of difficulty is higher on these streams. No one gets to see the stupid things Holler does in drafts. That's funny. All right, we're at 10 pitchers, so we need 2 pitchers here. No, we don't. We have another round. If only he had a really good lefty starting pitcher here. I think of these pitchers, it's probably Ed Walsh or Sabathia. I think it's Walsh. Yeah, it's Walsh. Walsh and... What's my lineup looking like these days? Okay, we use a little outfield depth would be nice. We could just take DeVries. I'm not going to take both. I'm taking Ed Walsh. I like his card better than Sabathia's, and I'm not going to take both. Because I think that between the 4 starters and 2 relievers coming, that I can get a better starting pitcher than Sabathia. Oh, Walsh over Carlton, yeah, all the time. all the time. So that's the gamble. The gamble is that one of these 6 pitchers will be better than CC. So Guidry's better than CC, so I'm happy with that. Andrew Miller would have been nice too. Actually, we have enough starters. Maybe I can take Miller. Let me see. Yeah, I think we can take Miller instead of Guidry. We have enough starters. And then Morgan for sure. That bumps Eddie Collins to the bench. Okay. So other than the big Carlton screw up, this one actually worked out pretty good. Oh, I don't know. I love that Morgan card though, SmileyFaceJane. I know what you're saying position wise, but I love that Morgan card. What I'm thinking is Phillips and DeVries can back up in the outfield. Yeah, which is what the AI did. So Joe Morgan starts. Phillips. I'd rather have Morgan starting than have a backup. Yeah, okay. King Kelly in center field is pretty bad. That's true. That's bad. But I mean, we're all in on the bats here. We got Delgado playing first. We've got this is the non-center field Ruth. This is not the icon Ruth. The icon Ruth does play center field well. This is the all bat. This is the all bat Hall of Fame plaque Ruth. Yeah. In the back of my mind, I think that's what I was doing too. I was drafting thinking I had Ruth that could play center. Canseco does not play center. So, all right, let's set this up. But it looks like the issues with the patch are only limited to. Well, I was gonna say base game, but I bet if we try to watch highlights of one of the, what? Let's do that. Let's try to watch highlights of a tournament real quick. Let me set up this. Let me set up the lineups in rotation, and then we'll go watch highlights of a tournament and see if they're also messed up. Are these my starters? I believe they are. Yeah, I don't see anyone better on the bench. So we'll go Satchel 1, Grove 2, Scooble 3. Yeah. Waddell Messina. Okay. So we just moved one player around there. All right, we're going to have Rodney close. Miller's going to be a stopper. With Yamamoto, I think. Strasburg, Koufax, setups, Walsh, Wilhelm, middle relief. Wow, could you imagine if we had Carlton here? Grove, Scooble. Well, it would be Carlton, Grove, Scooble, Waddell. Man. Based on your draft results, it seems like knowing these things doesn't really give you an advantage. Well, yeah, the RNG does do. The RNG is wild. But I also think, you give yourself the best chance, though, against the RNG. Or try to minimize what the RNG. Like my bullpen setup is completely based on trying to minimize the chances for the AI to mess things up. Am I gonna start Yogi VR? I don't love the idea of DHing my other catcher. I don't think that's a good idea. Although those are two pretty good bats. And Yogi is much better defensively. Okay, let's do that, except Delgado's going to... So Raleigh's going to start every third game at catcher, and then Delgado's going to start every fourth game at DH. Raleigh's in your other catcher, you have Delgado. We have King Kelly, too. I'm going four deep on the catchers. All right, versus lefty. Vladdy. Okay, hold on. Let's get Joe Morgan leading off, King Kelly batting second, then Ruth, Delgado. No, actually, I do like Vaughn hitting fifth, I think. Yeah, okay, like that. And then here we'll do the same thing at the top of the order. Vladdy. So if King Kelly ever catches, that means Tony Phillips has to play center. Which is actually an upgrade at center field. So let's do this. I'm going to do the same thing we did versus righties, where we're going to have Raleigh's going to catch every third game. And then who's my next best VL bat? Is it actually Delgado still? I think it might be. Actually, Collins isn't bad. Collins. No, okay, let's do Delgado every fourth game. Oh no, we could do Kelly. Let's do that. Okay. Man, I'm still kicking myself over that Carlton thing. What a mistake. Okay, let's go to one of these tournaments that's already. Actually, let me get into quick here. Is there any tournament that's still running? I mean, I can watch highlights from a completed tournament too, but. Not there. I don't think there's any. Oh, I was making a run in one of the bronzes. Let me see if I can find that one. That was a while ago, though. Yeah, those are all done. I might just have to pick a completed tournament. We'll watch highlights from a completed tournament. Or I guess we can do it in a quick. We can do a quick, right? All right, yeah. Let me pick a quick. Let me find a quick that's running, and then. Let's go to Low Diamond Phillips. They might have a bronze quick running. Nope. Oh, I've been neglecting this. Hold on. I got to get into some tournaments on this account. I realize it's not up on the screen, but let me just tick through these real quick. Oh, what's the tournament I showed that I won? Let's just watch the highlights of that game 7. That'll be fun. Let's do that. Let's do that. I think that was the dead balls, right? Let's watch those highlights. All right, so we'll go to your tournaments, Iron, 1969. Winner. Let's watch that game 7. And let's see if it's as jacked as the others. Yep, it's just as messed up. So all my highlights are messed up. All right, well, it's good to know. Good to know. More messed up? Possibly. I think just as messed up is fair. I mean, it's a matter of degrees, right? It's not good. Why are Curry Foley... Why is this also set on latest content drops? It should be on current roster. We won 10 more Clubhouse stars from Daily I Misplaced My Pants, which is a near perfect draft. So we're up to 8,365 Clubhouse stars. So who are we looking for? Curry Foley and Jake Dunn. Oh yeah, it is more messed up because now none of the name tags are there anymore. We've lost all the name tags. Oh no, they're up here now. Oh yeah, that is wild. Look at that. All the players' names are up here. Nelly Fox, Curry Foley, another Curry Foley. Oh no, I'm pulling other names out from behind Curry Foley. That's wild. Look at that. So they're no longer even shifted over. They're just all stuffed up into the corner. That is more messed up. Wow. All right. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it got worse. All right. Well, hopefully they'll have some answers for us in the forums or in the Discord. And let's raid out before we get raided again. Let's see. Is Ophi not streaming anymore? Did we outlast Ophi? That's not good. It's supposed to be done a lot earlier than that. Let me see if anyone's streaming OOTP too. We should check that out. Nope. And Baffle's done. Is Ophi really done? Yeah, I think Ophi's done. Wow. Alright, we ran over, I guess. Or she ran short, maybe. Let's see. What's Blogger Dad playing? Oh, Blogger Dad's drawing something. All right. I think well, Ray Jen is online. She's a variety game streamer. She has a fun stream. They're playing. They're doing a co-stream playing. What is this game? Reanimal. It actually looks kind of creepy and cool. So we'll raid into Jen is online. All right, good night, everybody. Hope to have some answers for everybody tomorrow on what's going on with the patch and my replays, because it's definitely not sustainable for streaming this, and hope to let you know what's going on with that. And then from a programming perspective, tomorrow I'm gonna test out that game that SmileyFaceJane thought I should try out on stream, which is where I create one perfect two-way player and add them to the probably to the 2024 Mets, and we'll just see what happens. Can they win the World Series? We'll see. All right, thanks for being here, everybody. It was a good time despite the technical difficulties. So, hope to see you tomorrow.